What's up, everybody? Welcome back to D-Train Games. Give me just a second, as always, to get set up, and we'll get started with this mule deer grind today. In just a moment. Getting some stuff set up. I'll be right with you all. Alrighty, let's get this underway. We should be good to go. What's up, King Crab? How's it going, man? Just continue our great one grind, buddy. How you doing? How you been doing? I hope you're doing well. I've played a real little bit amount since last time we streamed. I've been pretty busy the past couple of weeks, but I'm more free this week though, so I'm gonna try to do it more grinding this week than I did last. Oh, I do too, man. I do too. My birthday is actually Monday, so I'm hoping I get it Monday, or at least before then. Or maybe even during the week next week. That'd be awesome if I got the great one for my birthday, man. That'd be so cool. I'm really wanting the one with the drop tines. I believe that's my favorite one. Honestly, any of them other than the bulb antlers and the little twisty antlers, my great one is the one I'm wanting. I really love all the other ones, so I really couldn't complain with most of them. Oh, I hear you, man. Congratulations, by the way. I can hear you though on that one. That one, the other, they can be a little bit rough. I don't think I have any real young ones in the family right now. I think my cousin is the one that has the youngest baby in the family. Oh, it's too low. Ooh, I don't know what kind of shot that was, but I'll take the sliding shot. I'll take that. Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a problem. Is it a boy or a girl, by the way? And also, do you have a name for it yet? Or are you not willing to share that just yet? Oh, it's a girl. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. It's beautiful. Love hearing it. That is such a weird deer right there. It's such an interesting rack. He's not weird enough to go to the Wonky Lodge, but he's something. Her name's gonna be Ella. Oh, that's beautiful, man. I actually, one of my cousins, his little girl's named that. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, congratulations, man. I'm sure you're gonna have a very happy, beautiful family, buddy. I don't know where that moose is. I always get a moose call when I come down here, and I know he's a big 4. I've seen him a couple of times. He usually spooks before I can even get a chance to look at him. Okay, somehow that spooked them off. That makes sense. You gonna turn for me? That'd be a good quarter shot. Sadly, it looks like I have to take one out of that zone. Somehow they all spooked before I even got down here. You both thought it would be a great name. Ella was the name of the nurse that did the procedure on the first kid, so naming after that nurse. Oh, dude, that's so sweet, man. That is awesome. That's beautiful. I love that. A baby's a beautiful thing to bring into the world, man. There ain't enough congratulations to give to that, buddy. But that's beautiful. Yeah, the only thing I got right now is a fur baby. We're not really in a position to think about having kids at the moment, but hopefully someday. Yeah, he's gone. Have to take one from that zone, too. Yeah, no problem, man. Not a problem. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. It's beautiful. But no, I've been teasing this all over the channel, and I'll keep teasing it until next week, just trying to get some hype built up. But there's a very big announcement that I'm going to be letting up to the channel. Starting in August, the way that we run this channel is going to change a little bit, and it's only going to be until February of next year. But I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. Let's just say there's going to be some really cool stuff happening in the channel. Some people may not like it, other people may love it, but it's something I'm really wanting to do, so after my birthday next week, probably Wednesday, I'll probably make the video and record it for everybody and then make the big announcements. It has nothing to do really with you guys. It's mainly just what I'm going to be doing here on the channel for the remainder of the year. But I'm excited for it. Yeah, King, yeah, you'll like it, I think. It just depends on your style of gaming. Oh, crap. That one took off too quick. Only thing I regret about that shot is that I should have looked to see if there's a level 2 first. But oh well. Because this zone right here probably is not going to be on my map forever. Probably once I get the 2 zones down at the bottom of the map managed to the point where I don't think they can get managed anymore, I'm probably going to come over here and destroy this zone and hope it moves to a better location. I'm actually thinking about destroying both of these zones, because I would like to get either one here and one over here. Like, these are the 2 pawns that I really want main zones on, and both of these zones are in terrible locations. So I'm probably going to end up destroying these 2 zones once I get the map managed. Yes, Call of the Wild is not going anywhere. It will be reduced a little bit, but not by much. Basically for you guys, it's going to be basically the same thing. I guess I ain't really spoiling anything, because it still will be like two streams a week. But there's something going to be happening in between those streams that's brand new to the channel, and it'll be going on for every single month the remainder of the year. I don't know if that was a good shot or not. Don't know. Yeah, I probably got the one. Yeah, King, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm trying not to spoil too much, because it's like right on the tip of my tongue, and I would love to just come out and say it to all of you. But for one, there's only a couple people in chat right now anyway, so I want to make sure that it's on a video so everybody can see it. But yeah, it's something that I'm very excited to do. Something I'm very, very excited to do. But like I said, I have to wait till next week, because that's the middle of the month, and I think that's the best time to announce it to everybody. But yeah, we'll still be doing Call of the Wild every week, but we're going to be doing stuff in between as well. So there's going to be a lot more stuff on the channel for the remaining months. But it's also not all Call of the Wild. So, like I said, I want my channel to be something special. I don't want it to just be revolving around one game. I would like Call of the Wild to be like the majority of stuff I do on this channel, but for the most part anyways. But in a way, I'd kind of like to actually share it with also my other passion, which is making playthroughs. So that's another little tease for you, but I'm not gonna tell you what it's about or what game it is, what games they are or is or whatever. But you get my point. I really want the channel to be like a mix of everything I love doing in gaming, rather than just being focused on one thing. Because if I wanted it to just be called The Wild, I would have named it like D-Train Outdoors or something. But I decided I wanted it to be more than just one game, so that's why I called it D-Train Games. I mean, if you're just going to happily walk along. Did I get the lung? I don't know if I got the lung or not. No, that's okay. I'll let him go. What's up, Kyler? You have some ideas that you said that now that you said playthrough? You feel like you know one of the games? Well, you can take a guess at it if you want to, but I will not say yes or no. I'll let you know if it sounds like a good idea for the future, but I'm not going to let you know if that's what it is. Well, what you been up to, Kyler? You doing anything fun, man? Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome to the stream. I have noticed that I'm missing some bucks, so I'm hoping that that these zones are not all solos. Because if that's the case, I'm going to be very upset, because these two zones down here in the bottom down here are some of my favorite zones. And if they turn out to just be zones for solos, then that's going to destroy a lot of my method I was doing on my map. Because I really want these zones to be my main zones. I love these little zones. 1644. So I've already been to all my zones. So I guess the only thing I can do now is keep going around in circles, or check out my herd managed zones. And I think that I'm gonna do option number 2. I think we'll go and check some of these herd managed zones. See if they came back as level 2s or something bigger. King Crab, I will go ahead and let you know, because this is not going to be a spoiler. Red Dead is probably not going to be part of the channel. I think that is a masterpiece of a game and everything. It's just not my style of gameplay. I'm not very big on westerns. My wife loves the game, and I've seen the gameplay of it and everything, and it is I will say it's an incredible game. It's just not one that I'm really interested in playing. So that one probably won't be on the channel, but that is a good guess, though. That would be one that would be awesome to have on the channel, but like I said, it's just not really a game I'm interested in playing. I love watching videos on it, and I like watching other people play it. It's just not a game that I want to play myself. Well, good, Kyler. Good, man. I'm glad that you're having a good time, buddy. Either one of you guys been playing Call of the Wild lately, or any of the other games? I don't mind talking to you about whatever you guys want to talk about. Ooh, nice, Kyler. What you been doing? See, there's a buck that needs to be shot, I'm pretty sure. It scared me to death. That one definitely needs to be shot. So I got a couple solos in here this time. Duke, come on, man. Oh, don't have enough breath. Oh, you recently switched to PC, Kyler? Nice, nice. I was raised with my console, consoles, which is mainly the reason why I'm not really going to PC. But that is awesome, man. I hope you're enjoying it. I know PC is definitely a leg up from consoles. No! I thought you were going the other way. I'm out of breath. Oh well. You been playing MLB The Show? Dude, I like that game. I haven't got to play 25 just yet, but I played 24 quite a bit. The only thing about MLB The Show that I have to do, so I played like the old style baseball games for like the original Xbox and stuff, like MVP Baseball 2004 and stuff like that. So I'm used to being able to pitch wherever and however you want. So the fact that the game like doesn't always guarantee that you're going to hit where you're aiming, I never really liked that idea. So I always have to max out like the two sliders on in MLB to make sure that your pitching is pretty much consistent every time you throw it. Otherwise, I just don't have very much fun pitching on the game. But I think it's a great game though. I love playing it. Star Wars, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to see you was able to make it, man. Glad to see you was able to make it, buddy. We're continuing our main grind and just doing some herd management at the same time right now. I got tired of hunting the same deer over and over again, so I decided just to go ahead and start the main grind. All of our level 5s are still alive, by the way, guys. We still have 6 level 5 of my mule deer on the map. And they will remain there until the herd management is complete. At least I'm pretty sure they will. But what you been up to, Star Wars? Doing anything fun today? Or been up to anything fun lately? You like consoles too, so I use my Xbox controller. Yeah, that makes sense to Kyler. Yeah, if I had to play on PC, it'd still be with a controller. Unless I was playing like, I mean, I don't know. I did play like Deer Hunter 4 and stuff on PC, so I guess I would be kind of good at using mouse and keyboard if I needed to. Ooh, that's a mythical. It's not bad. It's not a legendary, but it's a mythical. Are my deer just like not here? I mean, yeah, it's still 17. They should still be here. Apparently they're not, though. Interesting. I guess I must have spooked them. I might have got too close to the pond while I was walking up here. There we go. I'll smoke me a mythical wolf. Why not? A little bonus kill for the day. Not much for the Star Wars. Well, that's better. I guess that's better than nothing at all. Yeah, I only played a little bit, guys. I haven't played a whole lot. Nice little gold. I love the wolf reworks, man. They're so pretty. Give me just a second, guys. I actually been forgetting. I'm not sure Star Wars. Hopefully Colton will join in a minute. Give me just a second, guys. I forgot to count my kills, so let me go back and try to figure all this out. Give me 1 second. So there was 2 at the first one. Got one here. Got 1 there. Shot 1 here. Got only 1 there as well. Came down here and got 1. And I believe we shot 1 there. Alright, there we go. Now we're caught back up. 156 in. Go check the main area. You've been playing The Witcher 3 and Skyrim? Those are pretty interesting games. I never played The Witcher, but I've seen some on Skyrim. They're pretty okay. I don't know. I'm more for like third person action adventure type games more than anything. I do like some first person stuff, but not very much. other than Call of the Wild, a lot of the stuff I've been playing here recently is one game I'm planning on doing for the surprise the next week. So I'm not gonna ruin one of the games I've been playing, but I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals and some Fortnite with my wife. Zero build. So if I was playing anything since the last time you guys saw me, it was one of the games that I'm gonna be playing here soon for the channel. Again, that's a surprise. And then the other two was Marvel Rivals and Fortnite. I was going to play Horizon some last night though. I have Zero Dawn downloaded onto my PlayStation. I just didn't get around to playing it, but I've beaten both Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, and I was going to start those games over again. I might add those to the channel at some point in the future as a movie. What's up, Colton? Welcome to the stream, man. Oh my gosh, King Crab, what is it, man? What are you excited about? Did you know that if you go to the second outpost, you're supposed to get... Did you know that if you go to the second outpost, you're supposed to get it as a map of all the outposts? I'm not entirely sure what you're saying there, Kyler. I know you're trying to give me some advice, but I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. Because you can't really list the outposts on the game as like the second outpost, because because everybody goes to different outposts. So I'm not entirely sure which outpost you're talking about. If you know the name of it, I might be able to look at it. Oh, come on. Get out of here, woman. I don't see anything down here that needs my attention. Yep, nothing here. Where are you? Yeah, that's what you get. What were you thinking was going to happen? Good grief. She thought she was all that, but she wasn't. Oh my gosh, that is such a big fallow, man. That's a beast, King. Let's go, brother. Hopefully that makes diamond. I think that is diamond, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't hunted for fallow in a while. You have to let me know what it turned out to be. Almost 2.7k into mule deer, Colton. Oh, dude, that's a long grind, man. I hope I get mine before that time. I'm not even close to you right now. I think that we're only 156 in right now. I haven't really been able to touch the grind since our last stream, unfortunately. There's one of our level 5s down there. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, 250. I think 251, isn't it? King, am I correct in saying that? It's like 251 is this diamond? Or am I wrong? It's been a little while since I've touched fallow deer. Yeah, I thought it was a guaranteed, though. I just couldn't remember exactly if I was talking about the right species. I've been focusing on mule deer here lately, so I can't really remember what the other great ones' scores need to be diamond. Colton, have you got anything cool out of your grind, though, man? Got any super rares or normal rares or anything? I hope this guy doesn't have a tree in front of him. He does not. Okay, good. $249.99. Okay, yeah. Yeah, King. It's just been a few months, man, or been a few weeks rather. I don't think I've touched fallow deer since since like before the new map. Honestly, I just couldn't remember. Just a lot of rares and dimes. It's still really good though, Colton. That you got a lot of rares and dimes though. I'm exclusive. I'm exclusive to the PlayStation 5, Kyler. I'm PlayStation 5 exclusive. And then when the PS6 comes out, I'll probably upgrade. What's up, Bossa man? Yeah, long time no see, buddy. Long time no see, my friend. Hope you've been doing well. Been missing having you in the streams, buddy. There's our big boy, guys, by the way. There's one of our big boys. I love seeing his rack, dude. He's so big. He's such a pretty level 5. What does the crown mean? So it's basically like a little thing that it's giving a fast. So like anybody whose channel is pretty successful or being recognized as a good growing channel, it got the little crown icon, and basically it's just a way for you guys to show your support to me, to show that you guys are really big fans of my content and stuff. So like if you're the first one to show up to my streams, you can be the one that has like the #1 crown. I mean, it shows that you were the first one on the stream. And then whoever hits it next will get like #2, #3, so on and so forth. And it's just a way to show your support for me. It doesn't give anything to me, it's like monetary wise or anything. It's just a way. It's just a little cool little trinket you guys can use as much people in chat. Yeah, Boston, we have 6 level 5s on the map right now, man. We are currently doing herd management and our main grind at the same time, and we have 6 level 5s right now that's trying to help them manage down the map. Unfortunately, it looks like that 2 of my pawns that I thought was going to be main zones ended up being nothing but solos. And that's these 2 down here, which I really hate because I love both of those zones. So, in order to get my grind where it's working well, I might end up having to adopt some of the pawns I did not want to hunt out of, or I might just have to have a lot fewer pawns to grind this time around. Instead of using like the full 12 to 13 zones, I might just have to use like 10. Colton, I actually looked up the crown thing, and it did say that it did, and it shows that it's literally just whoever clicks on it gives them the #1, and then whoever clicks on it second gets #2, #3, and it's just a way to show your support for the channel, man. It has nothing to do with who texts the most, because if that was the case, then King Crab would have the #1 right now, because he's been texting the most since the beginning of the chat of the stream. That was a shot. Yeah, guys, there's several of you in chat right now, so I will let you guys know once again. Next week, probably on Wednesday, I'm going to publish a video on the channel. It's going to be a huge announcement, and it's going to be regarding how we're spending the rest of the year. Call of the Wild is not going anywhere. We're still going to have at least 2 streams a week if I can get it, but there's going to be more videos releasing throughout the week that's not Call of the Wild related, and it's something I'm really wanting to do. So, like I said, I will let you guys know what that is when time comes. But there is going to be a very big announcement for the channel next week, guys, and it's going to be in regards to how we're spending every month after July. Something about XP. I mean, like I said, guys, I can be wrong. I just read all I read in the caption whenever it showed me that I was able to get it for my channel. All it said was just a way for my top people to show their fanhood for my channel by clicking on it. And it's basically off whoever shows up to the chat first, along with how much time you spent as being part of the channel, as being like a subscriber to the channel. So it's probably like a mixture of everything. And like I said, guys, I really don't know entirely how to explain it or what it's about. But, like I said, I'm more than willing to admit that I'm wrong if it turns out that I didn't have a full understanding of it, guys. Now, stop turning. There's another big level 5, by the way, guys. That's a big one. There we go. Turn them around. Hey, we got them both. Let's go. Oh, okay. So yeah. So I guess it does have to be with like who's been the longest running and the most the person who's been like the most active in the channel. Then okay. All right. Like I said, guys, I didn't understand it to my fullest. I was just reading a small caption that came with it. But that's neat. At least we're learning what it means. Do you wish that Call of the Wild was cross-platform? Kyler, not only do I wish it was cross-platform, but I also wish that it would have like a remaster for the PS5 and newer gens. It would be really cool to see everything in Unreal Engine 5 instead of Unreal Engine 4, and just make it look like real life. Not that there's anything wrong with the graphics right now, because the graphics are amazing as they are. But yes, I do wish it was cross-platform, so that way PC players could play with them, could play with console players and stuff like that. Like, the way they had the Angler, if you ever played the Angler, was like the perfect way of handling everything, in my opinion. No, I don't need you here. Well, shoot. I did it again, guys. I forgot to make sure that I forgot to make sure that that we didn't have any level 2s. I just started shooting. Oh, hello. Well, got 2, I guess. The Angler was dope. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was. It got way too much hate. I mean, I understand that the fishing wasn't the greatest of all time on that game. I kind of wish it was more simulatey than it was arcadey. But in my opinion, I think that it deserved a lot more love. I think the game was an amazing game. I think that all the maps are so much fun. A lot of the community was really good people most of the time. So, I mean, yeah, in my opinion, the game got shut down way too soon. I think that it had a lot of potential. And it really broke my heart to see it go. My wife and I were getting very sold on the timing. We absolutely loved the newest map that came to the game that had the timing on there. We absolutely fished for those things left and right, and then we also fished for the Atlantic salmon on Norway quite a bit as well. So whenever we heard that it was getting shut down, it was pretty sad. We thought it'd be around for a while at least. It says whoever sends more live chat messages the most gets XP, and the more XP you get on your leaderboard. Oh, okay. Okay, so it has to do with just whoever's most active in chat then. Okay, so you were right, Colton, and I was wrong. Okay, man. No big deal. At least now we know what it means. So, you guys, if you want to earn better crowns and stuff, make sure that you guys are active in chat. Oh my gosh, there's so many solos that came to this zone. And we got another big level 5 in there with them. Are you kidding me? So now we have 7 level 5s, guys. We have 7 level 5s. My goodness. And we still can't get the zones that we need to function properly. Sorry, guys, I was just adding it to the board. What's up, Wolf Boss? Welcome, man. Kyler, you didn't know the Angler got canceled, so it's not really a cancel as much as it is like just letting go of the game. So it's actually still up and running, and you can still play with your friends, and everything that was on there previously is still on there now. So you can still play it. It's just the fact that they're not going to be adding anything else to it. They decided to stop supporting the game because they just couldn't get that many players to stick around with it, unfortunately. It wasn't making the money that it needed to keep updating, so that's the reason why they had to let it go. But yeah, it was pretty sad when it happened. Strainer rest. Let me see. What did you say earlier about that one, Kyler? A map of all the outposts. I think I've got all the outposts on the map, or at least the ones that I need to worry about right now. The reason I haven't discovered the right side of the map is because I don't need it. All the mule deer are on this side of the map, so that's the reason why nothing's really discovered up in here. As you can see, I've hunted some up in that area, but until I go after other great ones, I'm not really going to touch that side of the map. But you said it's something rest. Hawk's Edge. Not entirely sure which one it is. But I'll look for it though, Kyler. When time comes, I'll look more into it. Alright, guys, we're gonna go check our solo zones real quick. Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream today, guys. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're all here. Very glad to see you all made it today. Also, guys, I haven't said it just yet, but if you guys are having a fun time here today, make sure you guys hit the like button for me. If you guys remember, hitting the like button is totally free, and it allows 50 shares through YouTube for every like button hit. It allows other people to find my channel so much more easier. Also, subscribe if you guys haven't already, so that way it helps me work towards getting paid for what I do. And also, at 500, guys, we are going to be adding mods to the channel, doing memberships and super chats. So any support you guys want to give, I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, pizza bagels for at 12:30 for breakfast. Hey, I've done that plenty of times, man. Those are good stuff. That's good stuff. Yeah, I've had the bagel bites quite a bit. They're good. I had me some bacon biscuits this morning. I made me some great home style butter tasting grands, and had me some pre-made bacon and heated up in the microwave. It was pretty good. For those of you who are doing the mule deer grind right now, what is your guys' opinion on destroying zones before you get herd management done? The reason why I'm asking is because, well, I mean, take care of this pawn first, and I'll ask you guys a question. So don't answer that just yet, guys, because there was another question I had to go with it. Give me just a second. You don't belong here, sir. Come on. Good grief. What is going on with my shooting today? I mean, he's going down at least. There we go. But my point being, though, guys, for any of you guys that are doing the grind right now, I have these two zones up here, and I really don't want them at those pawns. I would really like a zone here and a zone up here. And then also I have zones down here that turned out to just be mainly my solo zones, which I hated because I loved those pawns as well. Would you guys recommend destroying zones to get them to move somewhere else prior to herd management being done? Or would you guys keep doing it if they have like level 5s and just keep them alive until you know the herd management's over with? Like, what is your all's opinion on that? Because I've been trying to figure out exactly how to work my mule deer, because there is quite a few solos I didn't know about. $541 kills into your 4th Great One mule deer grind. Let's go, man. That's awesome. They got 4 of it. They're going after number 4, dude. I'm still after number 1, unfortunately. We'll get there before we know it. 6 days to my birthday, yeah, man. I know. It's coming on quick, man. Monday is my birthday, guys. We are going to do a birthday stream next week, guys. I'm not entirely sure what day it's going to be on, but we will do a stream for my birthday. We'll have to work and see what days I can work out next week. Let's go, Wolf Boss. Happy birthday to us, man. Anybody else is in July, happy birthday to you all, too. Yeah, Kyler. Well, Kyler, I wouldn't say it takes crazy long. It's all about luck. If you're new to the channel, man, my fastest great one was 5 kills in. That's been my fastest great one known to date. It was a whitetail from Mississippi Acres. I was just discovering the map and just kind of popping a buck here and there as I discovered the zones, and the 5th deer that I shot came back as a great one. Like, I hadn't even started grinding yet. I was just trying to discover my zones, and the 5th buck I shot came back as one. So, you never really know. But yeah, both my whitetails were short grinds. My first whitetail was 130, and then that one was 5. So, my whitetail luck has been pretty good. Except for New England. I do have a grind on New England that's like almost 2,000 something kills in. And I'm only kind of doing that one every so often for fun, but... Don't really care about bighorn. Your birthday's on July 29th. Let's go. 3 people in July. Let's go. Seriously? I mean, that felt good. How did I not hit the vitals in any of those? There. Come on, man. Can't you come back as a level 2 or something? Do something useful with your life, man. Come on. How do you make money in Call of the Wild Collar? So I have not made any money so far. I'm too small of a YouTuber to make any kind of money at the moment, so this is mainly just a hobby for me right now. First thing you have to do in first level of growth is, if you're doing it from YouTube, and this is for any kind of content, you have to first make 500 subscribers and have over 3,000 views in one year. So within a year's time, you have to have over 3,000 watch hours on your channel, and you have to have at least 500 subscribers at any given time. At that point, you can then open up super chats, memberships, your own store if you want to do stuff like that. But then from there, you really can't make any money at all unless you get hired by a company. So let's say that I get 5,000 subscribers on my channel. You can then apply to be a partner for Call of the Wild. Now, I don't know if you get paid for that or not. I just know that's how you become a partner. Is you have to have at least 5,000 subscribers to be considered by them. And then at that point, you can apply for it. And I don't know if they'll pay you or not, but that's how you get early access and stuff like that. But the only other way that you can make money on YouTube is once you hit 100,000 subscribers. And I think that you get paid for every minute viewed of your stuff. But it only starts from the time that you make 100,000. So all your stuff in the past, it does get monetized, but it's not for like every minute. I think it monetizes you for like whatever the average amount of stuff viewed for that content was. Again, I still have a lot of learning to do, guys. I still got a lot of growth to do on the channel. And I'm not really going to study anything if I don't have any need to study it at the time. So until my channel gets close to 100,000, I'm not really going to worry about studying on what I need to do next. Right now, I'm more or less just worried on 500. So that way I can take my next milestone on the channel. But yeah, that's about all I know right now, man. Great one on my birthday, dude. I want it, man. I want a great one on my birthday. I want the so the one I want the most, guys, is the one with the drop times on both sides. That's the one I want the most. But honestly, any great one mule deer will do, as long as it's not the bulb great one or the one with the little tiny spirally rack. I'm not big on either one of those, but all the other great ones I would love. Oh, in-game collar. Okay, got you. So, the best thing I can give you, man, is if you're beginning on the game, is stack your ammunition. A lot of people don't know that, but basically you want to make sure that you know the anatomy of the deer first and know where the lungs and the heart and all that is, and make sure you make your shots count. So you want to save up money to get to 100 bullets. That way you have 100 chances of making your shots count. Now, as long as your shots are counting, you can save that money and not have to spend it on anything because you've got 100 shots. So once you're able to stack to 100 bullets, you can then save up money for like a pair of binoculars or something, or a new scope. And then once you get the new scope or whatever, while still making sure that you're able to get to 100, eventually you'll be able to get to 500 bullets, and then eventually 1,000. And then at that point, by the time you get to 1,000 bullets, usually by that point you already have all the scopes and stuff that you need. So at that point you have nothing to spend money on but ammunition. But if you're able to get like 1,000 shots, then you make them all count, then you won't have nothing to spend money on. So that's how I make most of my money, is stacking your ammunition. Make sure the ammo is the first thing you want to worry about, and then gear and stuff. But yeah, try to get it to where you can get to like 500 bullets at the start, or 100 bullets, and then work your way to get to 500. And then once you're able to get to 500 bullets, you can then save up money for like binoculars and all the other stuff, because you got 500 shots and don't have to worry about ammunition. So, and that keeps you from having to spend money on that ammunition. So once you get to 500 bullets, you can then save up money for like binoculars, scopes, and everything else you need. And then just keep doing that same tactic over and over again. Save up ammunition to 500 or 1,000, and then do it again. And eventually you're going to have all the equipment you could ask for, and there's nothing else to spend money on, and the next thing you know, you're going to be in the millions. Because you have nothing to spend money on other than ammo. And tents. Thanks, Star Wars. I appreciate it, man. It's a little early, but I appreciate it. When is my birthday? It is on Monday, guys. It's on the 14th. July 14th is my birthday, guys. We are going to do something special for it. I just don't know what day. Stone Toss Shack? Okay, I'll take a look at it, Kyler. Thanks, I'll be big 3-0, guys. Be big 30. Big 3-0 on Monday. I'll put a post out so you guys can wish me happy birthday and stuff on the day if you guys want me to. Like I said, Monday I'll tell you guys that it's my birthday and I'll wish you all a great day and everything, and you guys can wish me happy birthday on there if you want to and stuff like that. And then I'll pick a day throughout the week next week. Probably either going to be the day after, because we're going to celebrate over the weekend, and then obviously the day of, and then I'm going to be doing. Then I have a doctor's appointment, I believe, on the Tuesday after my birthday. So it's probably going to be Wednesday before I can go live again. But we'll see what I can do. And like I said, guys, there's also a really big announcement coming to the channel next week as well. And it'll be going over how we're spending the rest of the year on D-Train Games. Two days after yours? Nice. Oh, you're fine, Colton. I knew what you meant, man. Yeah, I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there, Colton. You basically got no sleep last night, King Crab? I've been struggling a few nights these past couple of weeks. I don't exactly know why, but I've been struggling a little bit with it. So everybody's birthday is in the next 3 weeks. Happy birthday. I probably won't be on for the next 3 weeks because I'll be in North Carolina. Oh, that's alright, man. No big deal, Bison. Like I said, man, we appreciate it. We appreciate having you just anytime you can make it to the channel, Nutty. And I might have stuff for you to watch. If it exceeds July, because starting in August, we're going to be starting a new series on the channel. It's not going to be called The Wild. It'll be something totally different. And I'm hoping that everybody's going to love it. But, like I said, that announcement will come next week. No, I needed you to stand there for like 2 more seconds, buddy. There's so many deer in this one zone, dude. Too many deer in this one zone, honestly. Your duck babies hatched today? Oh, that's so adorable, man. That's adorable. How many did you get, Kyler? How many babies do you got? That's beautiful. I used to raise chicks and chickens when I was really little. I didn't raise them. I would always go out there and pet them, but my papa raised them. You went camping for the 4th of July, and there was ducks at the fishing pond there. 4 big ducklings. They're so cute. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I love babies. I don't care what they are. I love baby animals. You're going to Florida for vacation? Dude, that's awesome, man. My mom and my dad, they went to Florida and went on a cruise from there this year. I believe they said they went to the Bahamas, if I'm not mistaken. They had a really good time. The water was like crystal clear blue the whole time they were down there, man. It was beautiful. Hello? Just you today? Interesting. I'm a little high then. Should work. Strange that the other bucks ain't here with them. Okay, so did you have 12 or do you have 4? Because you said 2 today and two a couple weeks ago. That would be 4 of them. Did you have 12 in total, and that's like the most recent ones? Is that what you're saying, Kyler? One of them was gray, 2 are white, and 1 was yellow with brown spots like normal ducklings. Oh, that's awesome. You also caught 2 bass on a catfish rig and a catfish on a bluegill rig. They just weren't wanting anything that was meant to be caught on, were they, man? They're like, I don't want to be caught on a catfish rig, but you are a catfish. I don't care. I want to be caught on a bluegill rig. Dude, you are so weird. Ah, well. He's gonna die. I'm having to try my best to remember to count these kills, guys. I'm not used to counting my kills. Or the last 2 grinds I didn't count, really. I just did estimates. I keep forgetting to count. We're right around 169 right now. They're only a couple pounds, but they were long. Dude, it don't matter to me. As long as you're catching fish, is how I look at it. It's always nice to catch big ones, but honestly, just as long as I'm catching fish, that's all that matters to me. Come on, dude. One was 14 and one was 16. The 16-incher ain't bad, man. 14 ain't is about average. Those are pretty good bass, honestly. I'd be happy with those. You caught them on a popper? Nice, man. Nice, man. Yeah, my biggest largemouth I caught was about 8 pounds. And he was, I don't know how many inches he was. It was many years ago. But I caught him on a real teeny tiny Rapala crankbait, trying to catch bluegill on it. And ended up catching an 8-pound largemouth. I guess he would have been probably about 20-something inches long, maybe, give or take. He was a monster. Oh, gotcha, Kyler. Okay. That's awesome, man. Happy for your family there, buddy. It sounds like you got a good chicken family. Or, excuse me, duck family. My bad. Sorry. I knew it wasn't chickens. I just said chickens for some reason. Yeah, he's just a fun little guy. They're all fun, man. They're all fun. Bison. Yeah, I've caught plenty on topwater. I've caught a lot of big fish in my lifetime. My biggest one I've caught so far was a 36-inch, I believe he was 16-pound striper. I believe is the biggest fish I've ever caught on my own so far. My biggest catfish I caught was about 11 pounds, give or take. And that was a channel cat. I'm trying to think. My biggest bluegill was like just at a pound. He was a monster. I couldn't believe I got a bluegill that big, but he was about the same size as my hand with it stretched as open as I could get it. I've caught some pretty big fish. Don't want to shoot my level 5 out. Missed that guy. 2 is still better than none. I'll take it. You've always wanted to catch a striper? Yeah, my dad's been catching them for years, man. My dad's really big into striper and walleye fishing, and I usually try to tag team along with him each year if I can. If I could, see if you could send photos, you would. That's awesome, man. If I ever decide to open a Discord, which I don't know if I will or not, but if I ever open up a Discord, you can send them to me. I'll look at them. Have you ever fished a whopper plopper? Yes, I have. They're one of my favorite things in the world to use, man. I love whopper ploppers. Those ploppers definitely catch whoppers, and I'm not lying. I've caught some big fish off them. Especially striped bass whenever you're fishing for them like in May or June. Late April. It's a great fishing lure to use around the time that striped bass hit top water. About 2 pounds. That's awesome, man. The freakiest fish I've ever caught, I didn't I didn't want to save that trophy. Hang on. I don't know why I saved that trophy. I didn't click square. But the freakiest fish I ever caught was a bluegill that was really big bodied, but it had like no meat on him, even though he was huge. And he had two. I'm not kidding. He had two fangs. Like on the top of his lip, he had two teeth. And I've never seen a bluegill with teeth besides that guy. I guess my saved harvests are... Oh, up here. Been a little bit. 1 second, guys. Saved harvest, delete. I don't know why I wanted to save that one. So I see people catch nice muskie on whopper ploppers. Yeah, man, the muskie is the #1 fish that I'm wanting to catch right now. The muskie is my favorite freshwater fish in North America. My dad and I have fished for them before, but without any luck. I had a little baby one chase my lures before, but I've never got it like a monster after me. So I'm really wanting to catch one of those before I die. And then if I ever got to go to the ocean, I'm wanting them. From #1 to #3 as my top threes is blue marlin, a tarpon, and a giant and a Goliath grouper or bull shark. I want them equally as much. So those are my #1 fish in the world I want to catch right now. I don't want you here, #2. Can you go to one of my solo zones, please? I didn't think I hit that guy. But I'd rather kill this one anyways if I can get a good shot off on him. Whoop, nope, that's a bad shot. I got buck fever. Rushed my shot. That's okay, we'll settle for 1. We'll settle for 1. I didn't even check the other side. Shoot. Whoops. He's gonna go over the hill on me. That's okay. We'll come back and get him another time. You go for tarpon on the Florida Keys? Yeah, I really want to go to Florida, man, to tarpon fish. They're the second most desired fish that I want out of the ocean besides the blue marlin. You only caught 1 keeper and 3 big ones? That's still awesome, man. Yeah, the most fish I caught in an hour came off a charter boat, and it was in Canada, and it was many years ago. My family and I went on a cruise, and my dad and I decided to go on a fishing charter, and I believe he said 45 fish in 1 hour. We had 3 hooks on 1 line, and 1 little feather at the end of the hook. Or not. Whoops, I shot a doe. Shoot. At least I hit the buck. I don't know if it's going to kill him or not. We might have accidentally screwed up and shot a doe. Yeah, that was the most fish I've ever caught on the fish. And I think it's the only fishing charter I've ever been on. If I ain't mistaken. Where's my dog? No, he's still up there. I hate this dog glitch. They need to go with you every time you fast travel, man. There we go. Yeah, the fishing captain was so impressed with the fact that I caught so many fish, he actually let me drive the boat back to dock. Like, he actually invited me up to the captain's quarters, and I got to drive the boat back. It was pretty cool. One of my favorite moments in life. But yeah, it was Alaskan pollock and Spanish mackerel. Not Spanish, bleh. It was mackerel that we were catching. But most of the time it was pollock, and those things, even though they're only about the size of a average largemouth, dude, those things had some power behind them. 3 of them on a rod felt like I was fighting a 40-pound flathead. Even though I never fought a 40-pound flathead, but that's what I'm guessing it felt like. They just wanted to bully down. It felt like a big old striper on the end of the line. You're fine, Mr. Star Wars, man. No big deal. I know you're still around, buddy. Well, technically, Bison, it was actually 3 fish. So the captain didn't realize this whenever he took us there, but he had somehow, so he knew where the school of fish would be feeding that time of day, and where I was on the front left side of the boat, I mean everybody else was on the right side. Like I had the left side all to myself for whatever reason, and my dad was supposed to fish with me, but I was right over top of the school apparently, so my bait wouldn't even make it down to the bottom, and it was about 50 feet down. And I was catching them at about 20 feet. So like the school was huge. Like it was like above the bottom, but it reached almost like halfway up to the surface. So everybody was catching fish, but I think that I was the only one that caught as many as I did, because I was right in the school. And every time I would drop, I'd come back at least 2 to 3 fish at a time. So I mean, like it was a lot of fun. And my dad had to just quit fishing because he had to help me get the fish off my hook every time. But yeah, that's how I caught all of them. Is they had 3 hooks on one line, and I was reeling in 2 to 3 fish at a time. And my dad had to actually lay down his rod because he was having to help me take so many fish off my line he couldn't even fish, so he just quit fishing. So that was pretty funny. Where are these bucks coming from, man? That's alright. We'll let him go. Here's the other one I shot. Is that a doe or is that the buck? Oh, it's a doe. Crap. See, did I get the buck too, though? I did. Well, at least I got the buck I shot. Got a big 5-foot rod and things thick and an inch. Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I have some big rods myself where we do striper fishing and stuff. I have some pretty big rods. Decent little moose in there. You're fine, Bison, with the caps. That's some pretty nice fish, man. Kyler, where you was in Florida, there was an eel that I was trying to get, but he was under a rock and he took the bait really fast. Did you get him? You didn't tell me if he got off or anything. Was you able to get him? Oh, that's rough, Kyler. Maybe next time then, man. The fish getting away is all part of it. Use that rod for saltwater and catfish. Yeah, man, that's all I'd use those big rods for. My dad and I, we use big bait caster rods for my striper and walleye. Because usually whenever you're fishing for walleye, if it's during the times that striper are biting too, you'll catch them both on the same lures. We like fishing at nighttime, so usually between 10 and 4 o'clock in the morning is usually whenever they bite the best. And we just cruise our way down the shoreline, casting towards the bank, and topwater fish for them. If we hear them busting. If they're not busting topwater, like if we don't hear fish hitting the top of the water, which is normal crankbaits and stuff. Which they're not normal crankbaits, they're pretty big crankbaits, but we don't use anything topwater, I mean. Unless we know they're hitting top water, like by hearing them. Not seeing anything that I need to shoot in this zone, that's good. Out here we got 2 bucks. And they both need to be shot. Of course they do. Why can't I can never get any new level 2s. Up. That's alright, he'll die. A 2.5-foot American eel, dude. That's a. I don't have any. I don't think we have any eels where I live, but I'm not sure if I'd want to fish for them. I don't know if I want to handle anything that's that slimy and wriggly in my hands. I don't think it grosses me out or anything. It's just not something I really want to hold. But it does sound like it'd be a pretty cool, interesting little trophy to catch, though. I will tell you one thing though that's kind of like an eel that I wouldn't mind catching is a northern snakehead. Northern snakehead would be a pretty cool little fish to catch. It's kind of eel-like in a way. Just the fact that it's mostly tail. Where did that deer go? Oh, here's this trail. Thank you, Duke. I ain't gonna need you because I can see the tracks, but I appreciate you helping me locate him. There he is. Oh, okay, Boston. See, I guess there's a few people fishing for the eels then that day, probably. It's interesting. I never really met anybody that's like straight up eel fishermen. But again, like I said, I don't think Kentucky has very many eels in it, if any. Have I ever played the Isle? No, because it's PC only. But I have watched a YouTuber named Fooster play the Isle. I really like Fooster's content, some of his games, and that's one of them that I really liked watching him play it on. So I know what the Isle is. I don't think that'd be a game I'd be interested in playing myself, but it's one of those games that I like watching others play, if that makes sense. I enjoy watching other people like put commentary over it and stuff and doing it that way. I like watching walkthroughs of it, but I'm not very big in and I probably wouldn't want to play that type of a game. But it does look like it'd be fun though. But I do know what it is though. You love Fooster? Yeah, he's good, man. He's a good YouTuber. I don't watch very much YouTube, and whenever I do, it's usually video game related. But I will say that the people I'm subscribed to at the moment for Call of the Wild, it's Flincher and Scarecrow, and for other games, it's Daz Games, a bit more Dave, mainly for his old Ark stuff, and then Fooster for his not his horror stuff necessarily, but for like his dinosaur games and some of the like survival games and stuff that he's played. Like I really enjoyed his latest one where he was like in a world where he just customized a car and just went around fighting zombies or whatever, and it was like in the middle of a desert. I enjoyed that one. There actually is freshwater eel. Bison. There are the American freshwater eel actually does exist, and it is in some U.S. ponds as well as lakes. Yeah, he does do horror games. That's why I said that I don't watch those necessarily. So same thing with like Daz games. If you guys have never watched Daz, I mainly watch him because he's hilarious. But you have to overlook his language. But he's a hilarious YouTuber. And he does mainly horror games, but I don't watch those. I mainly watch him for his other videos he does, like his Dad Watches videos and some of his funnier videos and stuff. I'm not very big on horror, so I don't usually watch those. But if someone does like survival games or games that are just fun and funny and stuff like that, I'll watch those. Am I subscribed to an Ark YouTuber? Kinda, sorta. He's no longer doing Ark because of the way the new company is running the new game. But Bitmore Dave is kind of he used to be an Ark fanatic. He ended up getting something physically wrong with his eyesight, and he can't really play games as much as he used to because of it. I forget if it was I forget what he said was up with him. He said it in one of his earlier videos, but like 6 years ago or something like that is whenever him and Daz started doing a series together on Ark Survival Evolved. And that became the main thing on his channel for many years, and he just recently quit doing Ark. He's now just doing other games and stuff. But yeah, a bit more Dave. I used to be subscribed to him. I also really like Raz Clark. I'm not subscribed to him, but I do like watching Raz Clark some videos on Ark. And then Syntac, back whenever I used to play Ark, Syntac was somebody I went to a lot to figure out how to tame certain animals and stuff. I don't play Ark anymore, but I used to. No, so there's Fooster and a Rooster, Bison. And yes, there is freshwater eels, Bison. But no, Fooster is a totally different YouTuber than Rooster. Rooster's the Call of the Wild YouTuber. Fooster is somebody who plays a variety of different games. He's mainly a storyliner, storyliner and role player type gamer. Anything else here? I do know I have a big level 5 here somewhere. At least I'm supposed to. Level 2's here, but it doesn't look like our level 5 is here today. We'll have to come back and bust him another time. Which I wasn't going to bust him today anyways. But we do have a level 5 on this pond. Alright, Kyler, sounds good, man. We'll see you when you get back, buddy. I love how much it's snowing on this map today for me. Ever since I've launched this game, it's pretty much been snowing on and off non-stop. I love it. I kind of wish the map was always like this, if I ain't mistaken. I just wish it was always snowing. Like, only ever so often it would let up. I would love that if they do that with this map. Yeah, I used to know people that would catch bullfrogs with their hands on my bison. I used to actually be a frogger. My dad and my uncle would usually go out and we'd frog gig at night. My uncle would be the gigger and I'd be the 22 shooter. So I would pop their heads with the 22, and if they were not in, like if they're up on the bank where we couldn't get them with the gig, then I would shoot them with the 22. And then my uncle would usually use a gig and spear them if they were out in the water. We unfortunately can't do that anymore because we're not able to hunt on the land that we used to hunt in whenever I was a child anymore. But it was a lot of fun. And they taste so good. Bison, it's no problem, man. It's more entertaining to have somebody talking to me than it is to be totally silent. You're totally fine, man. It's never a bother to talk to you guys. You can talk to me all you want, buddy. I am never irritated by somebody talking with me. Yeah, I hear you, man. Whatever's fun, man, it's what you do. Well, you're fine, Bison. Plus, it's been a few weeks since I've talked to you, so I mean, it's good to catch up with you, man. You're not bothering me at all, man. Seriously, you're really not. We're just hanging out, shooting some deer, so you ain't no bother to me. I think this time around I'm not going to shoot anything else other than little guys. Because this pond has some pretty good sized deer in it now, so I think I'm going to leave this alone and just shoot out little ones. And I think I'm going to go back to what I was doing, which is just focusing on making the solos small. And then I'll start shooting everything again here in a little bit. So I'm going to go around all my main zones and just shoot out little guys if they have any. And then I'm going to go back around my solo zones and see if there's any big guys in those zones. Well, Boston, I'm the same way, man. I haven't been fishing or hunting in quite a while, so in real life, so I really can't say too much. I don't have many things to talk about, but whenever something exciting happens, whenever I'm out hunting or fishing, I mean, someone gets me talking about it, it's so hard for me to stop. So I totally understand, man. I totally get you. Like I said, you're not a bother, buddy. There we go. Oh dear. We got another one suffering from shock. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing? Was that your guy? Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Just know that I mean it with all respect, okay? I'm not taking him from you. You'll get him back soon. Yeah, you're real fluffy, you're real cute. Here, I'll give you some pets. Give you some loves. There you go. Who's a good deer? That's a good deer. Yeah, he'll be back tomorrow. I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's okay. You can hang out. It's fine. I'm just gonna take him with me. And yeah, he'll be back in the morning. Okay. As soon as I reset time, he'll be right back. Have a nice day. Bye. Okay. You gotta talk to them, man. They're suffering from shock like that. You gotta comfort them. You and your dad are going to play basketball. What words should we play? I'm not sure. Probably, if you want to call the wild related. I don't know. I really have no idea. Give me a second, I'll think about it. Maybe just play deer? D-E-E-R? That could work. If you want it to be called the wild related. Or mule. Or mule deer. Plenty of stuff you could do for cod. Or cow. Or is it Kotwa? I don't know. I don't know how you'd say the abbreviation for it. Cow, Kotwa? Kotwa? I don't know. Yeah, no problem, man. That could work. Nothing down here? Seriously? I just have my zone down here, don't I? Yeah? Yeah, still got my mule deer zone. Bunch of elk. Is there a bull with you guys? I don't see one. Interesting. Let's go over here and check out this pond. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Just see if there's any solos over here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to refresh my stream real quick. Okay, we are refreshed. What do we got flying over our heads over here? You can't spot those. They're in the... There we go. Don't see anything too special up in there. Oh, it's a 3. Does snow geese go to level 3 or level 5? Oh, okay, that must be level 5 then. Never mind, they got me excited there for a minute. I thought that was a diamond potential, then I was like, wait a minute, that's a snow goose. Never mind. I was thinking ducks there for a minute. False alarm. What's up, Kyler? Welcome back, man. Glad to see you came back, buddy. You haven't missed anything. We're just checking our solo zones and then doing some of the main grind. That scared me to death. Yeah, welcome back, man. We haven't got anything special though. No new level 5s and no rares or anything. Okay, she's always here, so that's good. Sometimes I will get some solos on this pond. This is one of the ponds I would like to be in one of my main zones, but it's been nothing but solos the entire time, unfortunately for my map. That guy's been here since the start. Yeah, nothing new on this pond, unfortunately. Oh well. Yeah, Kyler, me and Boston's just been chatting up some about fishing and stuff, man. So feel free to talk to me about whatever you want to talk about. The more people that talk to me, the better, the happier I'll be, because it'll keep me from getting bored. I can tell you guys that's one of the hardest things for me to do right now is play this on my own. It's I've tried over the weekend to play it some, and it's just I'm still suffering from a little bit of burnout, to be honest. I love doing it whenever I'm live streaming, but whenever I'm on my own, it gets kind of boring pretty quick. It just feels repetitive after a little while, so I did not mean to pull this out, but I'll go ahead and reload it while it's here. Okay, so it doesn't look like I have any level 2s here. So I'm not going to shoot anything. How do you live stream? Kyler, I think you said you switched to PC, and if that's the case, I really don't know. If you're on console, at least on PlayStation, the way you do it is that you hold the share button while you're playing a game, and there's a little icon that will appear. It looks like a little radio tower, and you click on it, and then from there you just select the settings that you want it to be set up as, and then you just hit go live. You also have to connect your YouTube account, so you have to actually have a YouTube Studio account for it to be fed through. But once you get your studio account set up, you then just link it to your PlayStation, and whenever you hit the broadcast button, it'll broadcast it to your channel. It's not that complicated. It sounds complicated through words, but it's really not. I can't show you because it won't show it if I pull it up on screen. But yeah, you just hold the share button, click the little antenna, you go through the settings, change it to where you want it to be, and then you hit broadcast as long as you've got everything synced up with your YouTube Studio on YouTube or Twitch if you're on Twitch. Yeah, guys, we're going to do a few runs here where I'm not going to shoot anything in my main zones. Mainly just because I'm wanting to just do some herd management for a little while, now that we've been shooting some in my main zones. So, we're gonna hunt out the rest of this day, which we got some time left. And we're just going to shoot the big guys out of the zones I don't want. And we'll probably do this for a couple of runs, and then after that we'll move back to just shooting the main zones again. Because the more time I can put into just making sure that these zones get moved to being just small ones, then the better. Okay, Kyler. Yeah, Kyler, I don't know how to stream it on PC because like I said, I've played the last time I played PC was back when the computers were dinosaurs. The big dinosaur screen computers was the ones that I used. Was the last time I actually played a video game on a PC. So like early 2000s. Hey! We got another one added up for here. That's good. Good. That guy in the middle still needs to be shot, but these two can be left. Yeah. And in case you guys are wondering how I do my herd management, this is a good example for you guys. You can follow this if you want to. But this buck over here, if you look at his estimate, it's 119 to 180. that is a buck I would leave because it's below 120 as the low estimate. As long as it's 120 or below as its bottom estimate, I will leave it. And in some cases, you can end up getting one that has a really teeny tiny rack like this, and it'll say level 2, even though it has a bigger estimate. But from where it's level 2, I will still leave it. So that's kind of how I balance between level 2s and level 3s, guys. And I do the same thing for moose. So hopefully that helps some of you guys with how I do my herd management, because I do it based on their estimates rather than just the racks. It saves you a little bit of time in the long run, too. Dang, I was hoping that'd be a brain shot. I was wanting to have a little bit of fun and try to snipe that deer, but he wasn't going to let me snipe him. I'll still bring him down, though. What we got up there? Bison? Nothing in that group that looks like it is worthy of a bullet. I think I've only killed one bison since the map launched, if I ain't mistaken. I've killed a handful of moose that were rares, and I've killed a couple of beavers, but not too many of them. I think literally 2 beavers is all I've shot for beavers. Just haven't really had an urge to hunt for them. Been mainly just wanting to focus on the great one. Guy sure didn't run further than I thought he would. There we go. Let's go up here and check the main pond. Yeah, it is collar. That's one of the reasons why I can't really use the method that some people use, where they just put the tents in front of the deer and then they just teleport there and shoot them while they're on the run. Because if you're on console, it takes a little bit longer to fast travel. So by the time I'm actually like here, the deer would have already ran and gone. So you can't really do that method on console. Yeah, PC is definitely faster. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like a whole 3 seconds faster, if I ain't mistaken, which is actually a pretty big difference. Coming from somebody who plays like Marvel Rivals, where I have to deal with cooldowns, I know how big a few seconds can be. Trying to master magic on there right now. I've already got Lord status on Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Iron Man. I'm a Centurion, close to Lord with my Cloak and Dagger, and then I'm also trying to be a Lord of my magic on there recently. DPS is mostly where I like playing, but I can also play a little bit of everything. Yeah, the last PC hunting game I played was Deer Hunter 4. That was my favorite hunting game of all time until Call of the Wild came out. I didn't even know about the Hunter Classic. I didn't know that was a thing until I was introduced to Flincher's channel. But yeah, that was my favorite hunting game of all time until then. I can't shoot nothing in this zone. Alright, let's go over here. Check out these ponds. Go ahead and refresh my stream again, guys. Just make sure that I'm staying on top of chat. What's amazing, Collar? I just got that text. I don't know what you're meaning by amazing. I mean, nothing happened on here that's amazing, so I'm kind of confused. What DLCs have I purchased? All of them. The only DLC I didn't buy was the most recent weapons pack. And then I think there's a couple of them, duck hunting packs that I didn't buy because I'm just not interested in them. But everything I needed, basically. So I think it's like maybe 3 different DLCs that I don't have, but I do have everything else. So I have all the maps. I have most of the weapon pack. I have most weapon packs, and I have two of the dogs. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's great, actually. So all these guys look like they're fine. Love to see it. Okay, so this pond, if there's nothing else going to come to this pond is now managed. But I will have to keep coming back to it and make sure there's no other solos that come into it. But as for now, everything on this pond is good to go. So you got to love seeing it. What's my favorite map? So I've got to say that I absolutely love a Ski Ridge, and I'm not just saying that because it's the newest map or anything. I really do love this map. I've always been a fool for like weather maps. So like on the old old console and PC hunting games, if there was a map where it was like very snowy or raining, I always loved those maps. And yeah, I really love the Ski Ridge. But I will say too though that I really like Emerald Coast and I love Teawara. Those are really good ones. Those are probably my top 3 right now. It's Teawara, Emerald Coast, and a Ski Ridge. For grinding, though, so let me put it this way, though. So let me answer it this way for you, actually. So for grinding, I would say a Ski Ridge, Revontuli Coast, and then Teawara are my favorite grinding ones. And then if I had to pick, which of course I haven't grinded all the maps, so I'm sure there's some maps that might even top that. I just never had any experience with any other ones. And then as far as free roaming is concerned, I love Emerald Coast, Ski Ridge, and Silver Ridge Peaks. No mule deer here right now. Interesting. Guess I'll take me a ram then. Sure, that was a long shot. Was it not? Well. Okay, so apparently that was a terrible shot. Didn't feel terrible, but it was. What about you, man? What's your favorite maps? Do you have your preferences? Dude, every time I see that thing, I think it's a great one. I don't know why. He's just so big. Nope, that's a bad shot. Ah, well. My shooting ain't too good today, guys, for some reason. I'm whiffing a lot more shots than I'm hitting today. So far, it's just that one. I don't know if I killed the other one or not. Yeah, it's just the one. Okay. We'll keep moving on. I just refreshed my stream, guys, and just now saw some of the newer texts. So if you guys sent those a few minutes ago, forgive me. Let me see. Did I get anything good, Wolf Boss? No, not yet, man. My zones are not appearing all of a sudden, though, so I might have to do a main menu reset soon. Yours is probably Emerald Coast and the Ski Ridge. You like a Ski and Rev? Yeah, those are great maps, guys. Yeah, those are great maps. It's like I told him, Wolf Boss, a few minutes ago. My favorite grinding maps is Rev on Tule Coast, the Ski Ridge, and Teawara. And then if I had to choose 3 maps to do free roaming on, it would be Emerald Coast, the Ski Ridge, and Silver Ridge Peaks are probably the ones that I would go with if I had to choose my favorites for like free roaming. But I will say for Silver Ridge Peaks though, that one's kind of up in the air. I kind of have to be in the mood for it. Don't want to shoot him. Dude, I'm loving this map today. This is the most snow I've seen on this map. And I'm loving it. I can't say it enough. I really, really hope that they eventually change them Medved and the Ski Ridge to where it's like mostly snowing with little short intervals of not snowing in between. Instead of mostly not snowing and then short intervals of snow. Like, I would just love it to be snowing all the time on this map. It's so pretty, I don't know why they didn't just make that a default. Hello? There's a dusky grouse down there somewhere. Interesting. I think that this pond was also solos. Nope, wait a minute, there's a buck. There's a little buck scooting out from behind there. I don't know what happened to his brother, though. Yeah, I don't see the second buck. I just see him. Duskies pay a lot. Yeah, I like to pop them every so often. They're just not really something I go after, especially if I'm grinding. If I was free roaming right now, though, I probably would have snuck down the hill, though, and see if I could find him. I'm just a little bit too focused on the mule deer at the moment. Yeah, pretty much any bird species in the game, guys, is really, if you're trying to make money, any of the bird species make do good money. Most of them are $1,000 a pop. Not all of them, but most. Did I have a tent in my... I do have a tent in my inventory. Why do I have a tent? I don't even know why I'm carrying a tent. Guys, I'm somewhat hate to say it, but I think it's time for me to destroy 2 of my zones. I think I'm ready to shoot out 2 of them and see where they go, because I want to move them. I'm not a very big fan of where they are, and they both host my level 5s right now, which is the main reason why I'm been holding off on destroying them, because I've been wanting them to help with herd management. But I think that most of our zones are now managed that we don't want, or at least they're mostly managed. And if I can move those 2 zones to 2 other pawns that are a lot better, I will. Thank you, Kyler. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, the 2 pawns I'm thinking about are these up here. All the way up here, these 2. This pawn and that pawn. I really like for one to move here, and I really like the other one to move up here if I could. I love both of these 2 pawns, and I've had mule deers on those pawns before. But I actually destroyed one zone, and it moved over to one of those zones. And then the other one was initial spawn there, and I just never really cared too much for it. Well, Foss, as far as I'm concerned, even if you destroy a zone, all the deer that was in that zone would just move to a new zone, though, right? Like, it doesn't matter what species you destroy the zone with. You can still do it through mule deer alone, and it wouldn't affect the groups. Am I wrong with that? Because I've moved deer like that before, just shot them out, and then they ended up going somewhere else. I've never actually seen them like get messed up before. I'm pretty sure you don't have to have a specific animal. I'm pretty sure if you blow out one zone, it's gonna blow out both. Ah! Breath, come back. Ah, well. Okay, so nothing there. Well, Foss, the thing about it is, man, is that even if you destroy it, you're going to destroy it either way, and you'll still find out if it's 1 or 2. Because if you destroy it while shooting mule deer out of the zone, if it's 2 zones in one, then they're going to go to different locations. And honestly, that would actually be kind of a good thing for me, because it would give me more zones to hunt. So let's say that I went up here and shot them out anyways, and let's say this one was like a group of 2, and I ended up with a zone here, a zone there, and then another zone up here or something. That would actually be better for me, because those are zones that I want. However, if they moved like down here, and I ended up getting another zone like, I don't know, on either that pond or this pond, that would be a problem. But you know, it's always a gamble, and I would really like for these to move either here or here, because these are the 2 ponds that I would absolutely love to have them on. And this pond I know for sure can have 2 zones on it. So I'm hoping that they'll either both just move to this pond alone, or that one will go here and one will go there, is my hope. But it's just those 2 though. I don't have any other zones I really want to destroy. I like my other zones. It's just those 2 are just in really bad positions. Do you think you can make a bow by the end of the year? If you get really good at it, I'm sure you can make it in like a month or two. Just depend. I really don't know. You probably could. You just have to learn how to do it, man. But yeah, I'd say you probably could. Yeah, that's kind of my hope, Wolf Boss, because those the pawns that I want them to go to are right next door, and that's what I was hoping for. I'm really hoping that they'll just move down and over to the right, because I know that Scarecrow has one of his main zones right here on this pond, and he uses this ridge line to shoot down at it, and that's what I really want. Is I want that same setup. And then up here, I used to have a zone right here, and it made it so handy to go to go here, down to here, and then back up to here, and have these two like right side by side. And I would love to have that pawn back. I just wasn't watching what I was doing while I was herd managing, and I ended up destroying that zone by accident. And it was on stream, unfortunately, so it's kind of even that added to the embarrassment a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping happens. I'm hoping they're both just single zones, and I would like to see them just go to better locations. I think one of my zones is mainly a solo buck that is consistently coming to the same group again, and then other deers can join him. I believe is what's over here on this pond, because I used to have like 4 bucks in this pond, and now I've only got the one. So I think that the other 3 are solos, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more full run here, guys, and just do her management first, and then I'm gonna go around to my main zones and just shoot out the little ones. And then I think with the end of the time, I think I will work on trying to destroy those other 2 zones, because I would like to see them move to a better location. I'll make sure that I have 2. The only problem is that this zone over here has 2 level 5s on it, and having both of those level 5s is definitely helping out my herd management. But I don't want to destroy the zone without taking them first, so I'm just tired of those zones. Like I know there's 2 level. I know it has 2 level 5s in that zone, but at this moment, I'm honestly just sick of hunting that zone, and the animals are just really inconsistent in being out in the open where I can shoot them. And I'm ready to get that zone out of the way, and hopefully it moves somewhere better. And if it moves to somewhere bad again, I'll just destroy it again. Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Moose. How's it going, buddy? I'm gonna leave that moose alone because I'd like to do a moose grind on this map too. In the future, I'd like to come back at some point and do the moose great one grind. I'd love to get a moose off this map. Might even do a whitetail grind as well. But I don't think it's going to hurt that herd management too much, though, guys. I know I have 2 level 2s on that pond, or excuse me, 2 level 5s. But I will have, even if I shoot those 2, I still have 5 left over because I have 7s right now in total. So I've got 7 level 5s that are helping with my herd management as it is. So I'm thinking I might do that. Or what I could do even, on top of that, instead of destroying both zones, what I might do is just herd manage one and then destroy the other. Because if I only have 1 buck in that zone, I might let that zone stand for a little bit, actually, now that I think about it. The second one, I'm probably going to let it stand for a little bit and see if it gets any more bucks coming back into it. Because if it's just the 1 buck, then I don't know if a zone would really be worth it for just 1 animal. I'll probably just herd manage that 1 deer and then take my stuff up. That might be what I do. Your map is acting funny, Wolf Boss? It's possible you might have something good about to spawn in, man. It's very, very possible. Especially if you're high up there in the grind. I don't know how many kills you are into it, but it's possible. 576, that's a pretty good amount, man. Some people were getting them in the 500s, so I mean, yeah, you want to be careful. Make sure you're spotting all your animals, you never know. There's the other level 5. That's a big boy. Good night. Do you mind? Good night. I wish that they had a different call. That thing scares me to death every time I hear it. That sounds more like a threatened call than it does a warning call. Like, to me, a warning call is basically like, hey, you're about to spook me. But that roar is more like I'm about to eat your face. Good night. Stop it. I want to fast travel. Yeah, Kyler, it comes to time, man. The more you grind and the more great ones you get, the more motivation you'll have to grind. Like I said, I can't usually grind on my own, though, if that tells you anything. Like, usually throughout the week, if I try to play Call of the Wild, I can only play it for maybe an hour at the most. Because I'll just get bored with it after a little while. If I'm not getting any rares or diamonds or anything, it can get kind of boring, and I'll just move on to like storyliners or something. Or I'll watch TV or something. But yeah, it takes a lot of patience. You gotta have a lot of patience and a lot of determination in order to get great ones on this game. You gotta have that willpower, and you gotta have that that initiation, that initiative to take it. Alright, guys. We're going to go check this zone, and then we're going to go to 2 of my main zones, and then I got 1 more pond to check for herd management. And after we do that, guys, let me see what time it is. After we do that, depending on what time it is and if the deer are over there, we'll start shooting the deer out of that one zone. Because I think I do want to go ahead and try to destroy that zone. I don't like where it's at, and I really want to move it to another pond. I just really don't want nothing to come down here to this pond or to any other ponds. Which I don't think they could. I don't think there is any other places, excuse me, that deer zones could be down here. That buck will do just fine. Don't see anything else over there. Over there's my big boy. Or one of my big boys, at least. Also, guys, here in about 10 minutes, I got to take my dog out and let her use the restroom. So we'll take about a 5 to 10 minute break here in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, though. My character will stop doing stuff as I'm going to walk away. But you guys feel free to talk and chat. Whenever I get back, I'll talk to you. But I'm going to check out 3 more zones, guys, and then I think I'll have to take my dog outside. And when I get back, we'll reset time and start working on destroying that one zone. And keep going. Yeah, I get that, Kyler. In my opinion, warning signs should be nothing more than just like a really quick, like, little announcement type call. And it's more or less just like a warning to the gamer of, hey, you're about to spook this animal. Rather than this animal's about to eat your face. When it comes to the black bear right now, the black bear's warning call doesn't sound like a, hey, you're scaring me call. It sounds more like a, I'm going to chase you down type call. That call that I heard, though, I think it'd be amazing if it actually was for, like, when they went aggressive. No, he flew off too quick. Yeah, well. If I spooked everything from down here, it ain't no big deal. Hi, Mimi. My dog came to say hi to me. Laid her little head down in my lap. Dang, that guy is so big. I love that rack. Alright, let's start the climb up this mountain, guys. I'm gonna go check out this pond for any solos, and then at that point, I'm gonna take about a 5 to 10 minute break so my dog can go use the restroom. And then whenever I get back, I'll reset time and we'll go and start working on destroying that zone. The second zone I'm gonna leave alone for a little bit and see if it gets any more bucks coming in, because as long as it's 2 bucks or more in that zone, it'll be a fine zone to move somewhere else. But if it's gonna be just 1 buck in solos, then I'm just gonna leave it be. Oh, I ain't gonna be taking. So we let her off the back porch from a collar. She, the back porch has like a little rope, and and it has like a little latch on it. We just put it around her neck, and I'm gonna latch it, and she just goes off the side of the porch and goes uses the restroom and comes back. Sometimes though she won't come back. Sometimes she wants to go run up onto the porch and just lay down and sunbathe. So she's wanting to sunbathe. I'll just let her lay out there until she's ready to come back in. We do have a leash for her, but where it's just me here, we just like to take her off the back porch. Whenever later on this evening, we'll take her out probably on the leash. Also, guys, it has been a while since I've said so if you guys are having a good time being here today, make sure that all of you guys hit the like button for me. About each time you guys hit the like button, it is 50 shares around YouTube. It allows 50 chances per like button hit for somebody to find my channel and come and subscribe and help us out. So I really appreciate you guys for hitting the like button for me. Also, make sure you guys subscribe if you guys want to see more streams like this and have a chance to play with me in the future if you're on PlayStation. Also, if you like playthroughs, because I do that on the channel as well. So I appreciate any support you guys can give. What are you? Level 2. Don't see any solo bucks here. Too high. Oh, how'd that one not hit? Oh well. Alright guys, I'm gonna move over here for just a minute, and I'm gonna take my dog out, use the restroom. Kyler, if anybody joins the chat and starts talking to me or anything, just let them know that I'm outside on the porch. I'm taking my dog out. Shouldn't be more than 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll be right back with you guys. But I'm gonna put it down for just a minute, guys. Mute my mic. I'll be right back. Enjoy the fireplace and the dog. There we go. Warm my hands by the fire. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna take my dog out. Alright, guys, I'm back. Give me 1 second. Let me get set back up again. Get a drink of water real quick. Alrighty, I believe my character's had enough time to heat up by the fire. Duke's ready to go. Let's go and reset time, guys, and we'll start working on destroying that zone. What's up, Kyler? Appreciate you holding down the fort for me, man. Let's go over here and start working on getting rid of the zone. Something kind of funny happened. I was outside on the back porch. There's a little bird feather on the back porch, and Mila is a timid little dog, even though she's a pit, and usually they have a reputation for being big, tough, and bad. But Mila just loves everybody, and she's as gentle as she can be. But there's a little bird feather on the back porch, and she is just terrified of that little thing. She would sit there and sniff it, and then her breath would turn the feather over, and whenever the feather would turn over, she'd jump a mile high in the air, and then go back to sniff it again. Oh man, it's so funny. She's actually at the back door right now, looking at that feather through the glass. I don't know what her deal is with that feather, but she does not like it. Let me do my menu reset, guys. It's been a little while. My map isn't bringing all the respawns back in. Well, I appreciate it, Kyler. Whenever you have two different sources like that, it gives me two different feeds for watch time, so I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys ever go to my playthroughs or anything and just let it play on your TVs or on your phones, even if you're not watching them, every hour that's watched, that counts towards the 3,000 hours that I need in order to start making money on YouTube. So, like I said, I need 3,000 hours along with 500 subscribers on the channel before I can do super chats and stuff like that. So, I mean, anything you guys can help me in both ways, and just watch time as well as subscribers is such a help to me. So, I appreciate you, man. That feather just turned over on the back porch and Mila jumped. Dude, where are my deer at? I mean, I was wanting to destroy this zone, but there ain't nothing here. Okay. If I get a great one right now, before I even get to start really start my grind, I'm gonna flip out. Because this map is already not acting weird. Is already acting weird. Oh, here was the group. They hadn't made it over there yet. They're on their way. Yeah, they're on their way. Well, they need to be over the zone before I can shoot them, so that right there just hurt my chances of doing so. Over here, there's random goats instead of mule deer. Interesting. So I guess we ain't shooting that zone right now. Shoot. What's up, Wolf Boss? Welcome back, man. How do you get the best waterfowl blinds? They're all the same thing, but you just go here to your little weapons cache, and you want to scroll down. You have to get the DLC for it, by the way. If you don't have the DLC for the duck blinds, you have to buy it first. But once you buy it, it should say waterfowl blinds, and these are them, and they're all really, really good. They stand in place of like normal blinds and stuff if you can't use like the box blinds or tree stands or tripods. Or if you're on the side of a mountain and you need something to hunt out of. As you saw in that last zone we just came from, I have one on the side of the mountain there. So it's very, very useful for like off angles. But yeah, that's where you find them. But yeah, there ain't one blind that's better than the other. They're all really good and they have their own uses and stuff. Let's see. No, don't run. Woo! I don't know what I did to that guy, but I'll take it. I made that guy slide. Was this him? Yes, him. Okay. It's a nice Manitoban. There's that bull I never see. Not after any of you guys. Get on out of here. Yes, I will show my map to you in just a minute, man. Give me just a second. I'll be happy to show it to you. That goat is literally going to stand right beside that whitetail, that mule deer. So I guess I'll take this other one. Oh, wow, what a shot. I'll take that. But keep in mind, though, Kyler, that everybody's map is slightly different. So my zones may not be the same as your zones. You may have better zones than I do, or have more animals in your zones than me. Or you may have a totally different setup. But here is my map. So, the best I can show it to you anyway. Let me see if I can get it to where it shows all of them. There we go. So there's all my setups right now, Kyler. You can screenshot it, do whatever you need to do with it. The top right-hand side is a herd management zone, though, so ignore that one. That one has a lot of mule deer that are in it, the one that's right above that little outpost over there on the top right-hand side. I keep a tent there because there's always bucks that are moving in there as solos, so until I know they're herd managed, I'm going to keep that tent there. But all the other ones are on my primary zones right now. So that is my current set. That's my current map setup. You can rewind the stream if you need to go back and look at it. See, okay, that guy. My gosh, he's so tiny. I think I might leave that guy. I think I will leave that one, because that is a teeny tiny level 2, and that's going to help out a lot, so I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave him on this point. I'll do a little bit of management on my main zone here. See, is there anybody drinking? No drinking animations. Okay, I ain't going to be able to get him. Whoops, I didn't mean to shoot that time. I had too much tension on my trigger there and actually shot when I didn't mean to. Whoops. That's alright. We'll take what we can get. I don't know if we got any more than just these two, but we'll check. I don't think we did, though. I'm pretty sure it's just the two. Yeah, I don't see any more blood. Alright, we'll move on. Let's see, are these guys here now? Train, can you also get money by getting 1,000 subs in 40 hours? So, honestly, no. I think that the only way you can make money as an early YouTuber is just simply through super chats and memberships, and also if you wanted to have like an online store for like merchandise and stuff. But other than that, you can't make any extra money until you're at 100,000. If I'm not mistaken, man. Unfortunately, I believe that's the only way you can make income, or if there's a video game company that's wanting to sponsor your channel. Crap, I meant to shoot my level 5s out of this zone first. I'll have to start that over, guys. That was my fault. I have 2 level 5s in this zone. I need to shoot them out before I destroy the zone. Luckily, I only hit 2 deer. Yeah, Kyler, I think that, like I said, man, I think it's the only way you can make money on YouTube. I think it's through memberships and super chats and merch stores, and then sponsorships if you wanted to allow commercials on your channel and stuff like that. Then obviously if you become a partner programmer with them or a partner of certain games, they can pay you for like showing off their stuff, I believe. Other than that, though, I don't think there is any other way for you to make money until you're at 100,000. Whoa. Okay. Nothing down there right now. Unfortunate. Let's go up here and check these pawns out, guys. See if they have anything that needs to be shot out of them. Or at least this one pawn. I don't know if I'll check the other one or not. Zero! What's up, man? Dropping to say hi because I got to work tonight. Can't stay. Oh, it's alright, man. I appreciate you just stopping in, man. If you want to hit the like button, it helps them share the stream for me. I'd appreciate it. But you don't have to if you don't want to. It's good to hear from you, though, Zero. Glad to see he's at least able to stop by and say hi to us. You're playing right now, Kyler? Well, that's awesome, man. What are you going after? You just free hunting or are you grinding for something? You've already liked Zyra or Zero? I appreciate it, man. I want to call you both names. I think you said you were fine with either way, and I keep wanting to call you Zyra sometimes, and other times I call you Zero, so you just have to put up with me calling you 2 different names. Kyler, you want me to call you Kylie? Is that what you want me to call you? Is that what you're saying, is to call you Kylie? I'll try to remember that, but where you're showing as Kyler on YouTube, it might still come out as Kyler every so often, because I'm just reading your names. Oh, Mule, okay. Okay, gotcha. Are you doing a grind for them, or are you just hunting for them? There's actually something up there? Oh, it's a bison zone. Well, didn't even know. Alright, Zyra, I appreciate it, man. Oh, you're setting up your grind? Nice, man, nice. Like I said, if you need to go back and check my zones, just remember that all the pawns on the left-hand side can have mule deer on them. Every single one of them. I think there's like a couple of them that don't get them. I'm going to open my map right now. I believe the only ones that can't have mule deer, I believe, is this little pond right here. At least I've never seen them up there. And then this pond right here. And then also this one. But these 3 ponds diagonal and all the way through here. This big pond here. And then all of these down through here. And then these 2 here. This one right here. And then all of these on the outer edge down here are the ones that you can get mule deer. Again, you can rewind the stream if you want to hear me go over that again, but I'm just trying to help you out a little bit. Yeah, that's where all the mule deer zones in the game are. Just everybody's is different than each other's. Still have good bucks here. I'm not seeing any ones that need to be shot. That's great. And all of them are here this time. So yeah, we still got this place pretty well managed. Love to see it. Okay, let's go check out this pond. Now that the pressure's kind of relieved off of it a little bit. What's up, Doodle? You can't see animals as well in lakes, and it's too hard. Okay, so what I would recommend you doing is setting it to about 8 o'clock in the morning. I believe that's whenever whitetail drink. And I would try doing some whitetail hunting around the lakes and rivers. On the left-hand side specifically, because that way it's kind of out in the open, it's easy to find stuff. The left-hand side of the map is there's a really big river, dude, that runs from the left-hand map all the way up towards the top, and there's some ponds over there too. All of that area is very open and easy to hunt in, and that's actually one of the best places to hunt. To get ammunition, you need to make sure that you're shooting animals right where the shoulder blade meets the soft part of the belly. That'll guarantee you a lung shot, so like right on the crease of the shoulder. And basically, what you want to do to save up money is you want to make sure your shots count for one, so you get the full credit for your kills. But also, you want to try to work on ammunition. So save yourself up to about $1,000, give or take, and then spend money on ammunition alone until you get it to about 100 shots. When you're able to get to 100 shells, at that point, as long as you make all your shots count, you'll have 100 bullets that you can then use on all your deer, and you won't have to spend any money on ammo. So you can just save up towards like equipment, like other guns, other scopes, stuff like that, and then just wash, rinse, and repeat. So save up ammunition, get to 100, get you some equipment and stuff along the way. Save up to 500 bullets. Do the same thing. Save up to some more equipment, do your perks and your skills, and then eventually you'll be able to get to 1,000 bullets. And at that point, you'll have so many bullets on you that you won't have to worry about spending any extra money on ammunition, and you can just worry about buying equipment. Again, I will have some guides and stuff in the future that I am planning on making for everybody, but I don't know exactly when I'm going to have time to make those. But I am planning on it. But yeah, that's the number one tip I can give to beginners, man, is make sure that you make your shots count and save up for ammunition first. And then just work your way. As you level up in the game, you unlock more equipment like weapons and scopes and stuff like that. And as long as you're doing the thing where you're making your shots count, saving up about 50 bullets at a time. So like, you're going to start the game, I believe, with like 20 shells or 20 to 50 shells. So try to get it to where you can be at 50, then go to 100, then 150, then 200. And then just make sure all your shots are counting, because eventually you have that's like 100 animals you can kill right there without having to spend money on ammunition. So that's how you save up money on the game. Any cool trophies, Colton? Not yet, man. Unfortunately, not yet. We are 4 kills away, though, from 200. We're at 196 with that kill right there, guys. Yeah, we're just free roaming the map. We're just free bouncing on the map, as I call it, where you're basically doing your herd management grind and your main grind at the same time. The way that I do my grinds, guys, is that I'll start out, I'll pick my pawns I don't want the great one from first, and I'll shoot out all the little ones from the pawns I do want the great one from. Once I get those to being about medium animals to big animals, I will leave them alone. And then I'll just set up a grind for my least favorite pawns. And I'll make sure they get down to like level 2s or the teeny level 3s. And then retire those zones one at a time as they become nothing but little guys. And then move those to my main zones. And then eventually I'll be doing nothing but my main zones. And right now we're just kind of doing it all at the same time because I don't really feel like doing just one or the other. Okay, dude, I'm sorry, man. So what I would, so in a slower way of putting it, dude, at the start of the game, just focus on using your Ranger 243, okay? If you've bought DLC weapons, do not use them because you will not have enough money for the ammunition required to use those weapons. You just want to focus on using the 243 at the beginning of the game. It's the starter rifle, and it's actually a really good one. And its soft point bullets are free, so you can actually buy, right now, 100 bullets with that gun for free. So just buy you about 100 shots, or however many you want because they are free. And just buy a lot of 243 rounds. Make sure that your shots count. and you won't have to spend any money on ammunition. So just worry about saving up money for like your new scopes, your new binoculars, and stuff like that. Once you've got this pair of binoculars that has the rangefinders, I forget what it's called. It's the Apex View 7x42. So you can see it here. Once you're able to get these binoculars, which they'll come later in the game, they're the best ones in the game. Work towards getting better scopes and stuff like that. Once you unlock the polymer tip bullets for your 243, you want to upgrade to those, so that way you'll have more penetration on the animals you're hunting. However, if you notice that you're making a lot of your shots count and you're on a DLC map like theHunter or something, you can really save up the money quick. Are you willing to buy the DLCs, Duda? Because if you are, I would highly recommend theHunter, because all the animals on that map are $1,000 a pop, and you can really save up money quick. And you can even use the DLC weapons on that map because of how much money they give you. And plus, there's also the red deer great one and the fallow deer great one on that map as well. So you can do like a grind on that map if you wanted to. Israel, no. If you have a solo doe zone, leave it alone and just check on it every so often, because usually if you have one doe in a zone, it either means that's the only animal that's ever going to be in that zone, or it means that you could have some solo bucks that will come into that area every so often that you might need to look at for your herd management sakes. So no, do not shoot that doe. Leave it alone. Okay, so that's a good one. Give me 1 second, guys. Got to add that one. There we go. How do you know like, I'm guessing what you're asking me, Kyler, is how do you know the difference between solo zones and main zones? Is that what you're asking me? I want to make sure I answer your question correctly. I'm going to try to answer it for you anyways, though. So, solo zones means that you'll set up on a zone and you'll start shooting bucks, and next thing you know, they just start disappearing. And then you realize they're on other pawns. Those are what you call solo bucks, and those are usually the ones that you want to try to manage down to be little bitty things, because they're really hard to keep up with, and it's easier just to make them little deer. That way you can just forget about them. If you're talking about, like, how do you know which zones to grind in and which zones not to, that's all your choice. So when you go onto a map, just when you find these drink zones of the deer, just pick your favorite zones, and then those will be the ones that you go for the great one on, and the zones that you don't like as much are the zones that you want to turn into little guys. So that way you can get herd management going and get more diamonds and stuff along the way. I hope that answered your question. I don't think I hit anything there. That's fine. I'll take 2. So which body part I hit in order to get the kill, because the soft point bullets takes 3 shots to kill? No, dude, it actually only takes 1. So with the soft point bullets, let me try to help you out here. So I can't really give you a good example. Let me see if I zoom in. Okay, so a minute ago I was in this little tent here and I spotted an animal. So if you spot an animal at the beginning of the game before you can actually range your animals and find out how far they are from you, let's say that I wanted to look at that tent out there and I didn't know how far it was, right? So the tent should be right in there. So basically, what's going to happen is that I'll spot an animal, but you won't see how far away it is from you at the beginning. So what you're going to do is you're going to open your map and zoom in. Right where I was looking, it will be this little green icon that you see here, and it's the animal you just spotted. So what you're wanting to do there is you're wanting to go to here and click on Place Waypoint. That will allow you to see how far away the animal is at that point. And with the 243, I would not recommend shooting anything that is about 150 yards or above. I would shoot 150 yards and below. And you want to make sure that whenever you shoot these animals, if you were watching me shoot a minute ago, or watching me as I grind these, that's exactly where to shoot. So let's say that Duke's a deer, if he'll stand still and not rotate. If Duke was a deer right now, you'd want to shoot him about right here. So like right where the shoulder meets the soft part of the stomach. That would guarantee you a lung shot. If they're facing you, then you want to kind of shoot right between the 2 legs, right down the middle. And that should give you a lung shot or a heart shot. So that's where you want to focus. Now with soft point bullets, though, you're only going to be able to penetrate to 1 organ. So I would highly recommend just doing the lungs. Just doing right behind the shoulder. So that's where you want to aim every time. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta add those other bucks. This very next kill, guys, whichever one it is, this makes 200 kills, by the way. For anybody wondering, this will make 200 into the grind, whichever one comes next. Nothing here. We'll just keep moving. That one I can't shoot anything out of because I shot it too soon. Yeah, it's not a problem, Duda. And if I can help you with anything else, please let me know. I love helping people. I love teaching on the game. I do have over 3,000 hours in the game and one of every great one except the whitetail, which I have 2 of. So I do not care a bit to help you guys out if you have any questions. Okay, so this zone does have 2 bucks in it, so that's good. Although I do not want that level 2 here. See, I would like this zone, but they usually like to tuck in back here in these woods, and it's so hard, and you can't have anywhere around here to set up for that. But I'm going to keep grinding this zone to help with the hunting pressure for now. I don't know if I hit that deer out there or not. It went out of render on me. The best money map, in my opinion, Duda, if you're wanting a free roaming map, I would highly recommend Emerald Coast. If you're wanting to do your first Great One grinds, I would highly recommend Teawara. Teawara has red deer great ones as well as fallow deer great ones, and they're both $1,000 a pop per animal. And their great ones are really good. If you're wanting just a good little map to just free roam around and just shoot whatever you want to, then Emerald Coast, because Emerald Coast, every single animal on that map is almost $1,000 a pop as well. So either one of those will do really good for you. So for grinding, Teawara. For free roaming, Emerald Coast. And then once you've got all the equipment you need and everything in the future, at that point, I'd look into looking at other maps. Whenever you don't really have anything else to buy other than ammo. Man, I said that weird. Other than ammunition. There we go. Yeah, those are the 2 best maps in my opinion for beginners. Whenever I hit new game on this game, I always start at Teawara. And I'll usually either grind for red deer or I'll grind for fallow deer. And that will get you leveled up quicker than you can imagine. You'll make so much money off those animals as long as you're making your shots count. You'll unlock a lot of bullets. You unlock a lot of guns. And make sure that you have the weapons pack that gives you the 300 AR as well as the weapons pack that gives you the 308 AR. Because those are the 2 best guns in the games right now, in my opinion. Guys, we're officially at 201 kills, guys. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, there you go, Kyler. Kyler told you, Duda. That's the spelling of it. That is the best map, in my opinion, for a beginner. Especially if you're wanting to do a Great One grind. In my opinion, that is the easiest map to do grinds on. The maps are very, very wide open. It's very easy shooting. And it's very good practice for those of you who are trying to learn how to do grinds. Plus, it's really fun, too, if you just hunt the ponds and stuff. So like fallow deer are like at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then red deer at 6. So you can just start your mornings at like 6 a.m. and then just hunt all day long across all the ponds and rivers, and you should find plenty of animals. There's also turkeys and sika deer on that map too, and they're all worth $1,000 as well, Duda. Good night. Do you mind? What are you anyway? Where are you at? I don't think you scare me. Where are you at? Okay, I can't find you, but if I do, I'm gonna look at you. Well, okay, I did get him. Okay, it felt good. I thought that was a good shot. Any of you guys gonna turn around for me? I think they're gonna go attentive again. Wait till they go calm so that way I can use the 22 trick on them. There we go. There we go. That'll work. Also, guys, it has been a while, so I'll say it again. If any of you guys are having fun watching the stream today, guys, or you're having a good time being here, make sure that you guys hit the like button for me so that way more people can find the channel if you want to. Also, make sure that you guys subscribe if you guys want to see more of these streams and also want to have a chance to play with me in the future if you're on PlayStation. I'd really appreciate any of your support you guys can give. Thank you, Kyler. I appreciate it, man. Oh, we did get vitals on this guy. Let's go. There you go, buddy. I haven't given you a treat all day. There you go. Doing so good for us today. Yes, you are. Any other blood, or is that it? That is it. So we got 3 more to add. Also, guys, just a little tip for you guys. Make sure that you set your tents 260 yards away from any of the pawns that you're wanting to shoot from, so that way you don't spook anything. And then set your tripods to at least 180 yards away from the animals themselves. That way you can sprint all the way up to your tripods without spooking anything. But make sure you know exactly where your animals are standing, though, before you do that, just to make sure you know where you're placing your tripods. But that's a good little rule of thumb for you guys if you're starting out as new grinders as well. Woo, that was a shot. Let's see. Okay, so he's back this way. Where is he at? still be this direction. Thank you, Zara. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, that was a crazy shot. I don't know how I hit that thing. This is luck. Oh, I got him in the neck. 250-yard shot in the neck. Dude, that's so lucky. That is so lucky. I don't even know how that was possible, but I'll take it. 18-16. There may not be anything over here, but I'll go check anyways. Yeah, guys, just an update for you all. We are currently 206 kills into the grind. And so we've killed about 56 animals today. So far. And we got about another 30 minutes in the stream. So we've done good progress so far, guys. And we still got a little bit left in the stream. So hopefully we'll find something cool before the stream's out. What's up, Fallow Hunter? Long time no see, man. We're at about 206 kills into the grind, man. We're just doing a little bit of the main grind, doing a little bit of herd management since we don't have that much of it left. So we're doing we're mainly grinding our main zones and doing a little bit of herd management on the side. And then I'm also going to be destroying 2 of my zones because they're just not in good areas, and I like to see if I can get them to go to 2 ponds I really want them to go to. So I'll be destroying those at some point, but we're doing really good, man. We have 7 level 5s on the map right now that are helping with herd management. So 2 of them are in one of those zones. So I will have to shoot that one at some point. Get out of the way, Duke. I'm not sure if I should leave that guy or not. He's in the right estimate for me, but I think his antlers are at the higher part of the estimate. Because it says 119 to 180, but those antlers, I think that they're a little bit... I'm going to leave him. I don't want to... He's a good estimate. I'll leave him. Going back down here. Oh, no, you're fine, fellow. Everybody's got their own lives, man. I don't expect anybody to be here all the time. Like I said, just come and go as you all please. It don't bother me a bit. Yeah, I know, man. I know. We're almost at 400 subs. We're almost at 400, man. I hope we get there. I would love to hit 500 for my birthday. I would love that. It's on Monday. My birthday is, so it'd be awesome to get a great one and or 500 subs that day. I don't know if we could do it in that short amount of time, but that'd be amazing if we could. And I've also got a really big announcement for the channel next week. I'm probably going to put it out on Wednesday, is my assumption. I'm going to do a small change to the channel for the rest of the year, but it's kind of big at the same time. Call of the Wild ain't really going to affect it too much, but for everything throughout the week, it's going to make a big change. Kyler, I can't actually disclose it just yet, man. If you're asking about the big announcements, it is going to be coming to you guys next week. It's going to be, it's not going to phase Call of the Wild too much. We're still going to be trying to do about 2 streams a week for Call of the Wild. But throughout the rest of the week, you guys will be getting other content. And it's not going to be Call of the Wild related, but it's something that I'm going to be doing as a passion project. And I think that all of you guys will have a very fun time watching it. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys what it is until next week, but I think that you guys will really like what I have cooking for you. At least I'm hoping you guys will. Some of you guys probably won't like it, but then there'll be a few of you guys that's absolutely going to love the idea. So We'll just have to see how it plays out. At least I got another round in him. Tell is us. If you're meaning to say tell us, I am not going to. You will not get it out of me, fellow. Like you guys will find out in the middle of the week next week, guys. Like I said, my birthday is going to be celebrated over the weekend here at my house. I'm with me and my family and stuff. And then Monday itself is my birthday, so I'm just going to take that day off to just kind of have a time of a day to myself and stuff like that. But either Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll get back at it, guys, and I'll also be announcing it at that time. So it'll be at some point towards the middle of the week next week. So don't you guys worry. I won't keep you guys waiting too long. But like I said, I think it's going to split you guys a little bit. I think some of you guys are really going to love the idea, and I think some of you guys are going to be like, well, I'm going to miss the third stream every week for Call of the Wild. I mean, that's really the only thing that's changing, though, is just one stream. Instead of me doing 3 times a week, I'm going to go to 2 times a week. I will tell you guys that part because it just has to do with Call of the Wild and nothing to do with the rest of my plans. But yeah, we're going to be going from 3 streams a week for Call of the Wild to 2, and it's because I'll need the extra time to do what I'm doing on the side. But my wife agreed that she would help me out with it, and I pretty much already own all the stuff that I need. So, and I can't really talk about it anymore, or else I might give some stuff away. But yeah, I'm just really hoping that it isn't split. I'm hoping that all of you guys are going to, whenever I announce it next week, I'm hoping all of you guys will like it. It will come as a video, and it'll also come as a post. So I'll put a post out on the channel as well as a video. For those of you who didn't read it, there'll at least be a video for you guys to watch. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. You can guess, man, but I ain't going to say yes or no. Like I said, if you want to guess at what I'm doing, you definitely can, but I will not confirm or deny. So you won't get an answer, so it's up to you. I'll either say interesting idea, or if I know it's not going to come to the channel, I will tell you if it's absolutely not going to be a thing on the channel. But I will not tell you if it's what I'm doing or not. If that makes sense. That is such a big level 5, dude. Every time I see that guy, I think that it's something special. He is so huge. Stop running. Please stop running. Thank you. Tell me that is going to bring him down. Does not look like it's going to bring him down. Oh, we got him. Well, he's got 2 bullets in him now, so hopefully that'll get him. Probably have to use the dog. Don't worry, Fowl. I wouldn't tell you anyway, man. Even if you got it right, I would not be telling you. If you got it right, like I said, I might say that's interesting or something, but I'll say that to everything that I think is a good idea for the channel. I mean, like I said, if you guys want to give me, like, video games you'd like to see me play on the channel, then I can definitely let you know if it's a game I would consider doing or not. I won't tell you if I'm going to do it, because I don't want to get anybody, like, I don't want to make promises and not go through with them, but I will let you guys know if I like the idea or not. But it does not mean that's what I'm doing next week, though. You guys could name a game, and I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be awesome to play on the channel, but it does not mean that's what we're doing. What's up, Reed? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Glad to see you was able to make it. It is almost over, unfortunately. We got about 20 minutes left in it, but we're doing good. But we are over 200 kills now into the stream. Or into the grind, rather. I think this right here will make 210, if I ain't mistaken. So we've made some pretty decent progress today. Oh, Fallow got a super troll? Oh, man, that's rough, Fallow, man. I'm sorry, buddy. That must have hurt. Yeah, so luckily I don't have a level 5. I have 7 level 5s on my map right now that's helping me with herd management, but none of them are any rare colors or anything. Oh, it scored a 308 and it was a dilute. Dude, that is so close. Dude, I would have been so gutted. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully the next one don't troll you. That's rough, though. Dude, that's real rough. I think I'll let them go. I'll take just this one, I guess. Yeah, it's still big rare. Yeah, I'd still be happy with it either way. That's a good way to look at it, man. It's just part of the game. You're gonna end up getting trolled. Yeah, Fallow, I mean, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. I've over 3,400 hours in the game now, and still no super rare to my name. I don't even think I've seen a super troll. Like, I've never even seen a super troll. I've only ever had I've only had, like, gold rares. I've never even seen a diamond rare. In all the hours I've played this game. Okay, let's see. I need to destroy this zone. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this level 5 out, guys. Hopefully he makes it. What's up, Diggin? Welcome to the stream, man. You got a super troll piebald croc. It was trolled by 8 points. Dude, that's so rough. That's so rough, man. Yeah, I've never even seen a troll yet. Like I've seen trolls, but I've not seen, like, super trolls or super rares just yet. I have over 3,400 hours in the game, and I've never even seen one just yet, man. So it happens. Welcome to the stream, though, man. Talk about whatever you want to in chat. Just make sure it's family friendly. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy Call of the Wild and want to see more of my streams or want to play with me in the future if you're on PlayStation. We've also got some really cool stuff coming for the rest of the year. I'll be announcing next week. So let's make yourself at home, bud. Glad to have you. Been playing for 7.5. He made diamond. Let's go. And it's that cool rack that doesn't ever really make it, guys. My very first mule deer is a diamond. That's my very first mule deer diamond, guys. I will take that. 317, dude. I love that rack. I did not think that rack was going to make it, but it did. Alright, guys. What we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to... I cannot risk not destroying this zone because I really do want to get rid of it. So what we're going to do is that we're going to track this other buck. And then I'm going to reset time and do a main menu reset, and we're going to keep doing that until they come back. Because I'm going to go ahead and destroy this zone, guys. I really want it to move to either this pond down here or this pond over here. Is really where I want it to move to. Because originally this zone that we're leaving actually used to be over here. And I ended up destroying it by accident and moved all the way over this side. So I really just want it to move to a better pond, because this pond is just so hard to hunt on. Yeah, not a problem, Deegan. Not a problem, buddy. Also, for a little bit more backstory on me, Deegan, I do have one of every great one in the game except for the whitetail, which I have 2 of. And I don't have the fox, the bear, or the tar. But I do have all the others. How many diamonds do I have in all, buddy? I couldn't even tell you. I've been grinding since the game launched, or excuse me, since 2020 when I first learned about great ones in general. which is mainly the reason also why I don't have very many like variety in animals that I have diamonds and stuff of, is because I've mainly just been doing the great ones. But I have tons of them, man. Like, if I get a really big diamond, I tax it. Like, I'm very big on taxing. I have a ton of trophies, and I would like to put them all in trophy lodges and stuff. So I couldn't even tell you, buddy. I know I have hundreds. Though. I know it's in the hundreds. Though. I cannot speak today. I know it's in the hundreds, though. There we go. It's at least in the hundreds to thousands, and I mean like high hundreds, because I have a lot of them, and I got a lot of rares too. Just no super rares. You got 31 diamonds digging? Nice, nice, man. Keep growing those. Keep getting them. You have T working on number 3? I hear you, man. Yeah, Fowler's working on his great one, number 3. I hope you get it soon, buddy. You put good work into the grinds. You definitely deserve them. You're a great one, Mule Deer. Took 1,357. Dude, that's rough. Yeah, those grinds are hard, man. But it's what you gotta do. Is this deer even dying? Yeah, it is. My dogs are struggling to track it. You actually can't rely on the codex on my fallow. It's actually been bugged since launch, and they never really fixed the codex. So, like, the amount of animals that you've killed and everything on there is actually incorrect. It's been bugged out since the launch of the game. So you actually can't really go by your codex. You can go and look on the only thing that really works on the codex right now is the animal is the page that shows what animals you've killed, like recently. That's like the only thing that actually works in the codex well. What's up, Creeper? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Make yourself at home and chat. Just make sure you keep it family friendly. But welcome to the stream, man. If you have any questions for me, I have over 3,400 hours in the game and one of every great one except for the fox, black bear, and tar. And the whitetail I have 2 of. And then we have some very educated people in chat if you want to talk to them about that. But you don't have to make it Call of the Wild related. Just make sure it's family friendly. Yeah, welcome to the stream, man. You're 1760 into Muley? Yeah, like I said, my longest grind is still the pheasant, guys, at 3,700. Okay, so I didn't kill this deer. So we're going to leave him be. Okay, I do believe that should be long enough, guys. So we're going to go ahead and go back up here. We're going to reset time, and then we're going to just do a main menu reset, guys. Because all I really need right now is just to destroy that zone, because I want it to go somewhere else. You have 1 red deer great one, 3 fallow, and 1 mule deer. Dude, that's still really good, man. That's still really good. Thank you, Creeper. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I've been playing the game for a long time. I have 3,400 hours in the game. I just didn't have the right support to do YouTube. Until I met my beautiful wife, and then she wanted to help support me do this. She wanted to help me chase my dream as a YouTuber, so... My dream is all thanks to her. I've been on this for about 2 years. I believe my 2-year anniversary on YouTube is in September. I won't be able to tell you what date. I just know that it was 2 years ago and on the first weekend of September, because I wanted it to drop for, like, Call of the Wild content. I wanted it to drop on deer season in Kentucky. So it'll be 2 years this September that I've been on YouTube doing Call of the Wild stuff and other games. Yeah, we do mostly Call of the Wild, but we also do playthroughs on the channel too. So your first fallow took 1,024, and the second took 943, and the third took 31. Dude, that's such a short grind. 31 kills. Let's go, brother. Way to go, man. That's awesome. Yeah, my I couldn't tell you all my stuff because it's hard for me to remember them. Oh yeah, I need the main menu. But basically, I do know that my moose took 1,200. My whitetail, my first ever great one was a whitetail. No, it was a red deer at 1,800. My first fallow deer was at 530. And then my 2 whitetails are my shortest grinds right now. One's at 130, and then the other one is at 5. Yes, you heard me right. My shortest grind of all time was 5 kills. I didn't even start grinding. I was actually on Mississippi and just trying to unlock my drink zones. And I was just shooting a buck here and there as I went along, and the 5th buck that I shot came back as a great one. So 5 kills in on Mississippi was my shortest grind. And then my pheasant was 3,700. And I believe that's all my great ones, if I ain't mistaken. What's up, Brittany? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you was able to make it. You're coming in at the tail end. I'll be getting off here in about 10 minutes. We've been going for almost 3 hours now. My voice is hurting me a little bit. But good to see you was able to make it, though. We're just working on destroying the zone right now. I'm trying to find my other level 5, wherever he is. Is that him? Nope, that's a level 3. I'm going to have to go over here and try to find my other level 5. I know I have 2 here. See if I can get 2 diamonds back to back. You want to get a couple maps? What should I get? Revon Thule. I have Revon Thule and New Zealand. So Teowara is definitely the best map for a beginner. If you're beginning on the game, in my personal opinion. Out of those 2, though, I would also say Emerald Coast or Ski Ridge. Emerald Coast is absolutely amazing. All the animals on that map is $1,000 a pop, so it's a very good money map as well. And then just a Ski Ridge in itself is just beautiful. So I mean, a Ski Ridge, all in all, is a great choice as well. Where is my other one? There he is. Nope, that's at level 3 again. He's just a big rack. I know I had 2 level 5s here. I know I did. I thought for sure I did. You're doing Mule? I hear you, man. Yeah, no problem, guys. Any questions you guys have, please feel free to ask me. I don't mind teaching. I actually love teaching you guys how to play the game. And like I said, at some point in the future, I will be putting out guides for you all, but I don't know exactly when, because I have big plans for the remainder of the year, so it may or may not even happen this year, but I'm hoping it does. Guys, I ain't gonna lie, I'm very, very tempted to go ahead and just destroy this zone. I really don't want to without shooting that level 5, but I don't know where he's at. He should have been right here with the rest of the group, but he's not. I don't know where that level 5 is. Because I know I had 2. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at chat. I'm just trying to see if I can figure out where this other diamond is. Or diamond potential, at least. Yeah, I don't see the other level 5. I mean, that guy would have been my second choice. I guess I'll just have to go with him. If I lose the level 5, I lose the level 5 is the way I look at it. Because I have 5 others on the map anyways. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, got the next shot. Let's go. How do I think the whitetail would be on a ski? I actually do not know, as I have not hunted for them just yet, so I actually couldn't tell you. But based off the end of the zones that I have found them in, I think it's going to be great. Honestly, I think a ski ridge is a mecca for grinding for the antlered animals, because the moose are in really great places, the whitetails are in really good open areas. So, I mean, yeah, I would definitely say that it'd be really good for them. Pretty buck. Okay, so that did not destroy the zone, guys. So, once again, we're just going to do this again. Mule deer don't like you, Colton. Honestly, they make you feel that way from time to time. You're only level 33, so I'm trying to get used to the game and grind a little bit. I hear you, man. I hear you. It'll all come with experience. The more that you play the game, the more you'll learn, and the easier the game will become for you. But yeah, the best thing I can tell you to do if you're grinding, though, locate all the drink zones first. Choose the ones that you want to get the great one out of, and then choose the ones that you don't want the great one out of. And what you want to do first, at least this is how I do it, is I do the reverse grinding methods, is what I call it. It's my own method. I've been doing it for years, and it works very well. So what you want to do is that on the zones that you love, make sure they're all either medium-sized or big-sized, and then just leave them alone. And then what you want to do is you want to set up a main grind on the zones you don't like. And what you want to do is you actually want to shoot all those deer down to level 2s while still going back to your other zones and checking those out every so often and trying to see if you can get any diamonds to spawn in their place as you're getting those level 2s. But the way you do this is that, you're not going to be able to put your tents on all your zones right off the bat. So basically what you want to do is you want to set up your zones and areas that you don't want the great one out of, and you want to use that as your first ever grind. You actually want to grind those animals to be little ones, like little level 1s, level 2s if it's certain species. Depending on what you're going after, I can help you with that. And then as those zones become level 2s, you can then pick up that tent and then put it on one of your main zones, and then actually start incorporating your main zone into your grinds. And then over time, if you get like big level 3s, if you're on whitetails, or level 5s, if you're on mule deer, or whatever you're doing, diamond potential animals, leave those in your main zones, and those will act, and then stack those, and those will actually help your lesser wanted zones become level 2s and little bitty things. Which with whitetail, you want it to be a level 1. But like I said, I will try to make a beginner guide for both grinding and just starting out as well. I just don't know when I'll find time to do it, guys, but I will try to do that this year. I would like to make a grind setup of my guide for all the animals I've grinded for, and then I'm wanting to just make a general grinding guide on like how to do grinds, how to set up for them, what to look for, stuff like that. And then obviously a beginner guide on like what's the best perk setups as well as the best skills to unlock, and so on and so forth. So I will get that. I will get that to you guys. Dude, where is my other level 5? Where is he? I know 100% that I had 2 level 5s here at one point, unless the other one just moved for whatever reason. I really don't want to destroy this zone if I have another level 5 in here, but I don't know if I do or not. Unless I might have accidentally shot him while I was shooting another deer at one point, didn't realize I killed him. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me look around here for a minute and I'll get back to you on chat. You know what? On second thought, I think I'm just going to go ahead and just bite the bullet. I am ready to get this zone out of the way. I want it to move to somewhere better. So let me go ahead and try to get this guy. Because he's the other only biggest one I have. Wrong gun. Wrong gun. Right gun. Okay, so I'm not going to shoot that guy. He's going away from me. That right there should destroy the zone. Yeah, as soon as that guy dies, that should do it. What DLC should I buy? I have most of the more popular ones. Are you asking about maps or weapons? Or both? Should you spend it all on tents? So you need about 30 tents for every map that you want to do a grind on. So what I would recommend doing is just buying 30 tents, and that's the only tents you ever use. If you're wanting to save money, because if you're doing a great one grind, you're only wanting to do it for one species, then just get enough tents for that one grind. And then whenever you get done with that grind, pick everything up and move to your next map. And then once you move to the next map, at that point, I think we destroyed it, guys. But at that point, once you're able to move on to another map, you will then be able to just pick everything up and take it with you. So you wouldn't even have to buy extra stuff if you didn't want to. But that is totally up to you. I mean, like I said, you need about 30 tents per map if you're wanting to do a great one grind. What's up, Star Wars? Both maps and weapons. So, in my opinion, the only weapon packs that you really need, in my personal opinion, for grinding specifically, is the Power Pack. I believe that's what it's called. It has the 300 AR in it. And then I think it's the Modern Rifles pack that has the 308 AR in it. And then whichever pack has this 22 in it. So the Virant 22. And in my opinion, as long as you have those 3 packs, that's all you need. Because these 3 weapons will cover everything you need for a great one. Unless you're going after the Fox or one of the smaller ones. Because in that case, you'll need a shotgun or a 223 or something smaller. But if you're going after big game animals like I do, then you really all you ever need is just the 308, the 300, and the 22 for the 22 trick. And that's about all you'll ever need to worry about. Alright, guys, that zone was officially destroyed. What's up, country boy? Sorry you ain't been here lately. You've been super busy. Buddy, it is totally fine. I've been busy the past week. That's the reason why you guys haven't heard from me in about a week and I was only able to do one stream. And unfortunately, man, you're coming at the very end of the stream. We have been going for about 3 hours now, and my voice is starting to get the shot. And it's also 5 o'clock, and my wife should be getting off work any second now, so I need to go ahead and actually get off for the day, guys. Let me go ahead and do our final count for the day, though, guys. We're officially at 215 kills, guys, so we're at 215 in. And I'm probably not going to touch this until Thursday, because we're also streaming Thursday the same time again on Thursday. And then Friday we get an extra hour, guys. So Friday we're going from 2 to 6 instead of 2 to 5 my time. But it is 5 o'clock my time, guys, and I do need to get off here. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already. That way you guys have chances to play with me in the future if you're on PlayStation. We're trying to make it to 500 subscribers so we can do super chats, memberships, and moderators for the channel, guys. So make sure you subscribe for that reason as well. Again, if you guys haven't looked, go to the community tab on my page and go to the post section. It does have this week's schedule on there. We're going to be streaming 2 to 5 on Thursday Eastern Standard Time, and then 2 to 6 on Friday Eastern Standard Time, guys. And then next week, we also have another 3 days next week, but I won't release that schedule until I know how I'm going to handle next week, where it's my birth week. But either way, guys, I hope you guys have a great evening. I'll see you guys in 2 days. I love all of you. Make sure you like and subscribe once again, guys. And I'll talk to you guys on Thursday. See you all next time.